Nation, welcome everyone. My name's Jelani, and I'm your host this evening for the Go Figure Reviews Christmas special. I am so happy to be here. I'm so excited that we got a great panel of people. We're just gonna actually just have fun because I don't have like a plan for this. It's gonna be a big old weekend show and tell. We're gonna talk about toys. We're gonna do a whole bunch of fun stuff. I don't know where to begin except to begin with the face of Go Figure Reviews, the guy, the talent, my partner in crime, the dude that does all the things. I bring him up, and it's Brooks. Hey, Brooks.
Hey.
Station brother.
Yep.
Good to see you. You know,
it's like
usual.
Getting close to Christmas time. You know?
That's right. You excited for this lovely holiday season?
I had to take or leave it, to be honest.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I gotta work. So
it's like it's cool because you like get stuff, but then you have to like buy people stuff too, which is stressful.
It is quite stressful.
It kind of balances out for me these days.
Yeah. So like you give and you get.
Yeah. It's like I like it, but not as much as I used to, really.
True.
To me.
Because when you're a kid, I mean, it's all you think.
Because when you don't have to buy anybody's shit and you just get presents.
Right.
Christmas is peak Christmas. When you start having to buy like everybody else gifts, it kind of starts dwindling a bit.
Right. And I guess
it's still nice though. I love getting gifts.
It gets better, man. It gets better. All right, since we're here and it's just you and me right now, you want to show off a toy? Show off something. Don't care.
I got this Cyclops.
Yeah, that's the X-Men Cyclops, the X Factor.
Yeah, he was the retro card one.
Yeah. I like him.
Of course not.
Just want to be sure, man. Thanks for being here, of course. And I will bring up the next person that showed up. I'm doing it as the people show up. And this is my homeboy, Soundwave 884, Station brother.
Station.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Yeah, good to be here.
Yeah, man. So you haven't been feeling well, so I won't pick on you too much. As long as you don't bring up any Hogan figures, we'll be fine.
No, I didn't grab any Hogan tonight. So I did see the new Royal Rumble one at Hazel Green Walmart. He has that little banner that says Hulkamania will live forever.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted it just for the banner, but the Hogan figure is the same damn Hogan figure we can get every damn time. So I was like, but they had the Diesel when he came back in 2011, the Royal Rumble, and I kind of wanted that one. But I
would want Diesel more than I want Hulk Hogan, to be honest. Yeah. And he was like outside of me watching wrestling, but I did end up going back, like when the WWE Network was big, and watching some of his matches. And yeah, I like him WCW better.
I want the Diesel. I'd rather have the older Diesel. He's really good in 95, 96 before he left, and he's getting more attitude-ish. You know, he's like a tweener in between. Yeah. So he was cool then.
Right.
He got better in WCW.
All right, way better. All right, show me a figure, man. Show me what you got.
Oh, I got this guy in not that long ago. New Age's, I think it's Louis. It's their blaster.
Oh, nice.
Third-party legends.
Give me these third parties, man.
Yeah, he's really cool. He's quality. He's got a little bitty rewind with him too. He's so tiny though. He just falls. He's got a ram horn. It's in his chest.
Okay, you're gonna show that off more later because I want that now.
Yeah,
every time I do this thing, somebody shows me something I want.
That's how I am.
Yeah, that's every time. It's all good. And speaking for things that I want all the time, that's not true. Just kidding. It's someone that I wanted on this show, like the last stream that we had, and I keep giving him crap for it, but I will give him props for this, for showing up in the first annual holiday live stream that we had. He was the only person that showed up for a while before other people showed up, so I appreciate him. He's my homeboy and yours. He is one of the people that is a part of the Pop Culture Philosopher family, the founder, the guy that does stuff, I guess. We'll bring him up. That's Rockin Robbie.
What's up, brother? How are you doing? Super excited to be here tonight because tell you what, Station Mania will never die, brother. We're coming at you, and what you gonna do when the station runs all over you?
What's up, man? How you doing? I just got done watching WrestleMania 9 the other night.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
I know I'm in the rough times right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very rough. Right
That is
there.
a very rough time. Good luck with that.
That's when you watch
At
go to
least you're
sleep.
watching them. Yeah, I'm proud you're watching them.
Oh, it's taking me like 7 days to get through WrestleMania 9. 8 was worse. I think 8 was worse, but it is what it is.
It is.
It
Oh,
has a few
my-
good spots. I mean,
They did things.
8's got eight's the one with the Jake the Snake Undertaker match, which is pretty fucking dope, right?
it has
Like, that's
Piper
pretty-
and Bret Hart, and then Flair and Macho.
Yep.
Right.
Those are fun. Those are actually good. You're right.
Those are good matches.
Those are good.
Yeah, WrestleMania 9's rough, man. I just got I haven't even finished it yet. Jesus. I haven't even finished it yet. The one I watched last night was the Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Hulk Hogan versus $1 Million Man and IRS. Which,
IRS. I used to love IRS.
IRS.
you loved
Remember the
IRS?
fucking briefcase. The
Says a
slip-back
lot,
hair?
man.
Yes.
Says a lot
I
about
got my
you.
IRS over there.
Something told me you had one.
Hey, wait for the end. The Hogan gets better at the end of WrestleMania 9.
Does he? Does he? I'm so happy for Hogan. He's a
He
special.
came out
fellow.
with that fake ass fucking blackened eye or whatever.
Yes. God. All right, Robbie. Thank you for
Yeah.
being here. Show us what you got.
This is a Gizmo duck that came in, I
Whoa.
believe, a cereal box. But Gizmo Duck is the greatest duck character out of all
used
duck
to have that
characters. So
Yeah.
Gizmo
Because
Duck.
Blather and Blatherskite is the way to go.
There you go.
Yep. You got to have your own costumes. Yep. Thank you for being here, of course. And to round out our panel, this feller is he's a good guy. He's pretty freaking awesome. He has his own show as well. One collection down. Here he is, the man himself. We brought in Fable
Hey.
Station. It's good to see you, dude.
Well, let me tell you something, Rockin Robbie. What are you gonna do when one collection down runs over you?
Y'all just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
Hogan promos? all
That was the
that.
best I could do. That was the best I
We're going to combine forces, Fable. We're going to become the mega powers of YouTube. That's what we're going to do.
Yep.
You gotta go Ultimate Warrior. It puts the fuel in the rocket ship.
The gods from above.
Oh, God. Lost his mind. Oh, yeah, man. So, yeah, thanks, guys, for being here. We're going to talk a little bit about toys and stuff. I mean, first of all, there were some Marvel Legends that came out a few minutes ago. I know not many of you collect them, but there was Marvel Legends. There was a huge reveal. We got some things that Brooks and I enjoy, some X-Men figures, some little things. We're also getting like a Build-A-Figure Nemesis, which is Holocaust, the gigantic figure. We got, I think, one from Age of Apocalypse
Yeah.
a while back. And if you had any thoughts on it, Brooks, what do you think about that portion? I mean, as far as what you saw in the reveal.
Well, honestly, I think the one that's I was most excited for was actually Marrow, because I think that's a character that I've been waiting for a while for them to get around to. And I don't think they ever have, like, to my knowledge at least. Like, I don't know if they've ever released a Marrow like from back in the day, but the new one looks really nice. So, and it's part of the Marvel vs. Capcom line too. So I guess Hasbro's maybe doing some Street Fighter and Capcom stuff too. That'd be interesting.
Hopefully, we could see some Jada toy stuff going around. You know, or pop a Mega Man in there too. Why not?
Yeah.
I'd love to see a Marvel Legends Mega Man. See what they do with that,
Yeah.
or anything. Like, what wave would you want to see more of, like, in the future? I might as well go around the panel and ask that. What would you want to see more of
Well, you mean just like in general?
in general?
Well, I'd like, I've said this before, but I'd like Jada Toys to like delve deeper into the Capcom like franchises and maybe do Darkstalkers. And that would be my number one. I wish they would do Darkstalkers. But like, there's a lot of different Capcom properties that they could do, like Strider, like all those kind of guys from those classic Capcom games. Like, I'd love to see them because Jada Toys says they make good toys. So
Yeah,
like, I wanted to make more.
absolutely, and they do. I mean, they're about to be maybe our toy company of the year.
Yeah. I just wish they would make more per year than they do.
True.
They kind of like they space out their releases a bit too much.
Yeah, I don't want to have too much going on.
Mm.
Well, Soundwave, what do you think? What general thing would you want to see, like toy wise, just in general, in the future? Like any wave? I know it's gonna be Transformers, but what would you want to see in the future?
If it's Transformers related, I want to see Hasbro do a new property, not totally kidified like Earthspark stuff, Cyberverse, and make it the main line. It's whittle things down. It's too much stuff on the pegs, too many options. Just make a certain line based on an animated show like they used to, and just focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like to see. Just do something like that. It's just too much to choose from. It's too much. They're spreading themselves too thin. It's just too much crap on the shelves. You got to pick and choose.
Yeah, it's a lot of peg warmers for Transformers now anyway. I mean, it's stuff that, like, I get it, but I'm like, I'm not familiar with it. I don't want to get too deep into it. I mean, if it's not 86 and you just keep remaking 86 stuff, I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I want to see them do something new. That's, new characters, new designs, do something new for a change instead of just rehashing everything old, which I still like. And they can still do that, but I'm just like, when they finish all that, do something new. Even now, do something new.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of the same stuff all the time. That's the thing with Hasbro and Star Wars. It's always the same things over.
That's true. That's true.
After a while, you're just like, I got that. I got enough.
Yeah,
You can't
I have
do
too many of these.
20 different Chewbacca's. I mean, he's the same damn thing.
True.
He's a Wookiee. He's going to look the same. I mean, I just don't.
Unless he's black chrysanthemum. You just make a black chrysanthemum that's basically a Chewbacca repainted black. And then just put it out on there.
I just want to see some new designs, new ideas, just something different.
I hear you. Now, Robbie, I know you're a vintage guy, and you don't collect the new things, but I mean, would you want to see something new? I mean,
I collect some new toys, man. Really? I collect NECA, right? Horror action figures, and I collect modern Transformers because I'm trying to complete my G1 wish list of modern Transformers, right? So I buy some of that stuff, and I'm actually rather excited for next year's, like War of the Primes and stuff like that. I'm really pumped to see Devastator get released. They just announced Superion. Bruticus is on the horizon. These are things I don't have because I've only been collecting Transformers figures for the last few years, right? So there's a lot of these characters I don't have. That being said, the thing I really want to see from them, put the fucking 86 Prowl back out, please. I don't have a Prowl, man. And it's what's wrong with you? I need a Prowl. Like I can't have a actual Autobot G1 collection without Prowl. But aside from that, the Jada Toys stuff, that Street Fighter, that stuff's been amazing. We just got in the Cammy and the DJ at the shop. The Cammy looks great. The DJ looks cool. Actually, I probably should have ordered more of him, but I was like, who gives a shit about DJ? But what I would like to see, and I think we mentioned this at our last PCP movie night, I want Jada Toys to do Street Fighter the movie action figures, man. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Raul Julia, Kylie Minogue. Come on, let's do that, man.
They could, but Jean-Claude Van Damme was going to have to do the splits. They're going to have to figure out a way for him to do the actual Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He didn't do the splits in the movie.
All
he's got to do is the flash kick, and I'm cool with it, man.
Yeah. Oh, that would be awesome. But I think they're just going to give him Sonic Boom. Jada Toys, they're awesome, but they're not going to give us everything. I would be awesome if we got deluxe.
Well, it took a long time to get some Masters of the Universe figures of like Dolph Lundgren and Frank Langella, and now they're doing some of those other characters. How cool would that fucking be? Yeah. Right? The peg warmer of that lineup would be T-Hawk, though, by the way. Like 100%. Nobody gives a shit about T-Hawk.
Or like the original character. What's his name? Sagata or whatever.
Harada? No, I can't remember. Yeah, that guy. You talking about that guy?
Yeah, the guy.
God.
Yeah, that guy.
Parada. I have no clue who that is. Who is the other guy that they need? Oh God. They need to make a Charlie. I want not a Blanca.
Charlie. Charlie, we're coming for you.
We're coming.
Carlos
Oh, no.
Blanca. Charlie. I just honestly want to Raul Julia Bison. I would love that.
Bison's the only one
I
we
want
really
that
need.
one most.
And
Yeah.
Guile.
That would be pretty cool. Gosh, you know what? Somebody does need to petition to do this. I mean, McFarlane can get on this too.
Yeah, as long I'm sure you just got to work out the deal with like the Julia estate, and you got to work out the deal with Van Damme. But Van Damme's been allowing Marvel or Diamond Select to do figures of him, so I'm pretty sure he'll be game 100%. That'd be dope, man.
Absolutely. All right, and Fable, I ask you, what would you want? What do you want to see in the future? What kind of figure sets? What would you want to deal with, like going forward, at least for 2025?
I mean, what I want would cost an arm and a leg these days, but I love play sets, right? I think we focus on figures too much. I would like something that's, something meaty, like a Grayskull, or what we used to get back in the days. Maybe for my Transformers, like an inside of the Ark, the Ark that's in the mountain. Something that can put an Optimus Prime in, and just something that would sit on the shelf, or the inside of I forgot the name of the ship for the Decepticons, the underwater Nemesis. Yeah, one of those. Just like something that's cut, and you can see the inside, some of the outside. Some details, but we all know if they did that, it would be like $500. I mean,
It'd be HasLabbed.
It'd be HasLab.
$500. Let's go. How about this then? Speaking of which, how about like a smaller Unicron, like a Unicron like this big? I'd be happy with that, man. I'd be happy with that.
Well, they gotta do one for the Studio Series 86. They said they're gonna do every character in the movie. There's gotta be Unicron. Just do a brand new version. Just shrink them down some.
Yeah, just shrink them down. Let us have one at least.
Make them like 18 inches instead of being 26 inches.
Yeah, make them Titan class or something, right?
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I would love to see a Unicron that would go with the other figures in some form or fashion. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I hope it comes with a little Orson Welles, like a little fat, drunk Orson Welles chilling frozen peas. That's what I want to see.
That's it.
But
I
would like the little humans that came. Like, give me a Spike, give me his dad, give me the guy in a wheelchair, give me Spike's girlfriend. Give me those characters too. I would love to fill that out. They don't ever pay attention to the humans from the cartoon.
They
for that.
They in the cars and vehicles, and you can't do it. And so, I mean, it kind of makes sense that they would and then they wouldn't. So it's weird. It's all over the place, man. I just wish we could get more stuff. That's all I ask for. And of course, with more stuff, I'm going to randomly ask anyone to show us what you got. So, you know what? I will choose Fable real quick since you only had 3 things. Show us what you got. You're doing the bit.
Don't tell him.
My bad.
I think you knew you were doing
that. That's the cue. Don't tell them. When I hear that, it's like, okay, I got it.
Yeah. Well, it's all right.
But yeah, I recently went to Target, and I'm not a Hot Wheels guy. I'm not really into that stuff. I love them, but it's not something that I collect. But when I saw this on the shelf, I had to pick it up. So I recently got, sorry, guys.
Nice.
The Hot Wheels Turtle Van, man.
I did not see that.
Any of these 80s things that I see, vehicles, I got to pick them up, man. Even if I don't collect the Hot Wheels. It'll probably stay in this, but I love having it.
But, I bet if you opened it, the door opens.
So it looks like that door opens.
It does look like a door opens. I know. I'm very tempted. I should have got 2 of them. I really should have got 2.
Always get 2. Stuck. It's the law. It's the law. That's awesome.
Did you get the Optimus Prime Fable, the Hot Wheels? Bumblebee is the next one.
I can't find the damn Bumblebee anywhere. That shit is gone, bro. Like it's insane.
I got Bumblebee and the gold version. Like gold.
Yeah, no, I know. I know you do. You make me jealous every time I look at your
I walked into one Walmart, there were 5 Bumblebees on the pegs. I picked them all up
here,
man. And I put them all back, but 2. I bought one for me, one for my brother, and then I walked off, did my work, came back, and there were all these Hot Wheel collectors. Oh, and just pulling shit in buggies, and I'm like, I'll get on the phone. They got this. Oh my god! I'm like, I can't do that.
They do that all the time now. It's so
I'm like,
weird.
Yeah, they'll pull a shopping cart there, and those little dump bins, and they'll just.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no! I see the dump bin. If it's full, I ain't touching it because all it's gonna fall out. I don't care that much.
Yeah, they
I'll
don't
find
make
it
sense
eventually.
anymore, man. I just you see, and it's like these older dudes, and they're just sitting up there, and like they got kids running around them sometimes, and they're just like, "Yeah, not that one, not that one." I'm like, "Good God, man, get your life together."
It just reminds me of when it's like 1990, 1991. I'm at Toys R Us. I finally see a Human Torch, but some grown ass man fucking gets right in front of me and just grabs it up, and I'm just like,
Yes.
oh, well, I got that fucking Human Torch now, loose and on card. So fuck you, dude. He's probably dead and fat. So there you go.
Fair enough. That's. I think, Robbie. I think you're going through your villain arc,
The
and
jerk.
I am here for it. I am absolutely here for it.
The heel turn.
Yes, I love the heel turn.
He lived long enough to become the villain. Like
Yep.
like
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I am about this life. In fact, you know what, Robbie, you're next. Yep. Show us what you got.
Oh shit. All right. This is a favorite of mine that I picked up this year. I always loved the triple changers when I was a kid. I never had any. So it was really cool to finally get a hold of Springer.
Yeah.
Right? And I haven't opened them up yet, but apparently this one's pretty cool. Sandstorm is another one that I picked up this year. So I love triple changers. I think this is a cool character. I love the way he was utilized in the Void Rivals show.
Yeah.
So very, very excited. We'll be opening this up on Rockin Robbie Live in 2025, I'm sure. But yeah, man, Springer, fucking dope. Where's
gonna
Prowl?
review.
Give me a Prowl, please. Come on. And not one that's battle damage. That battle damage Prowl bullshit. I don't want that. Like, give me like a real. Come on.
Actual.
Come
Prowl.
on.
Yeah.
Soundwave's probably got like 3 of them. But like, I mean, I don't have a Prowl. Come on,
I got a
y'all.
Prowl.
Put out Prowl.
It's
I'm
not
excited.
hard to
They're finally
get
putting
one,
Ramjet out, so I'm excited about that. But like, I'm tired of all this shit. They're exclusives. They're hard to get now. Like, just put it out. Just give us a Prowl, man.
It was Prowl, and I agree. Maybe it's because of the cop thing. I don't know. Maybe it's
fuck the
Porsche
police,
thing.
right? Right, Jelani?
Yeah, fuck the police. Fuck them. I'll do that. It's not like I'm getting monetized right now. Which, by the way, I'm begging for money. We're begging for money. It's Christmas time. We want to buy toys. We're gonna have a Cash App. Cash App is $ good old jab. Is for the channel. We're trying to get funds together so I can purchase a giant man to review. We're going to work on that very soon. If we can get one, it's going to be third party, of course, because we didn't crowdfund it. I did, however, get a HasLab Rattler, which will be coming sometime next year. I will review that. Just wanted to put that out there as well. Some little housekeeping things. We did a house tour. I have 3 videos. I didn't know I had this much in my house of all of the stuff that we're going to do for a house tour this year. I got to put it up here because I don't know.
Those are crazy, bro.
But yeah, I'll show it off. Watch our house tour video. The part 3 is out today. So guys, check that out too. It is pretty cool that we're going to be able to get that set up. It took like how long was that, Brooks? Like what, an hour and a half? It was an hour and a half or something like that of just going through the house. And I was surprised that like I have 3 rooms in this house that have like tons of stuff in them, and I still have more down the garage and more everywhere else. It is insane. It is what it is. But since I'm already up, I'm gonna go ahead and show what I got. And for this one, I have the Fisto from the Masterverse. I love Fisto. He is one of my favorite characters because of his fist. And he's a protector of the forest. I think I liked it. This is one of my favorite episodes of Master of the Universe. He was just so freaking cool. The Fisto here I've got, his legs are weak. They're super weak. And he's top heavy.
Too much.
Yeah. He's got too much stuff going on. And he came with this head, which is the...
It's usually how I come.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not bad. I think I like the handsome head, though. I like my Fisto handsome.
Yeah.
They're both kind of handsome, but, you know, he looks like I don't know, he's a step away from being Santa Claus or something. I don't know. So that's why I included him in here. He's going to be a fun little addition. But, yeah, just glad for everybody, by the way, being in the chat. Of course, Chill Out, man. Thanks a lot for being here. Who is that? Is that Jovan Fernandez?
Jovan, yeah, that's one of my buddies, man. I've known
telling us that thank you for being here too, man. Yeah, this is awesome. We're gonna have I don't know. There's 3 people in here. We're good, but we're gonna talk and chat and have fun because this is a Christmas stream. We're in holiday and all this stuff. Is everyone excited for the holidays? Are we ready for stuff we're gonna get in the future? Do we ask for toys this year? Did anyone ask for toys that they want to get? All right, I knew it. Yep, they're gonna happen. Soundwave, go ahead and show me what you got since you're doing that anyway.
I was just going to show off the bumblebees real quick. I've had these for a little while.
This guy here, man.
Never gonna find them.
Well, I've seen GOODOLJAB every now and then just sitting on a peg. And then I found this guy today, the Barricade. They recalled him because they had to take off To Punish and Enslave. This one doesn't have that. But he was only $1 instead of the $3 price tag.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I was like, go ahead and get it. And maybe, I like the car anyway, but it sucks they removed that.
Yeah. Because
Is
they don't want kids.
Is that the Bayverse version?
Yeah, it's the Bayverse.
Yeah, that's the Bayverse. Yeah. That's when he had the thing that shot out that we thought was going to be Soundwave's thing. I forgot what that thing was.
It was still Frenzy, but
oh, it was Frenzy. That's right. I can remember his name because I try to forget the Transformers movies.
See how they try to fool us, though, right? They show us some G1 on the packaging, and it's a Bayverse.
Yep.
They try to
That's
get
what
us.
they do, man. That's what they do.
It's weird, man. It's like they're fans of the Bayverse, man. It's like the fucking Star Wars prequels and the sequels, man. They're fans of them. It's crazy.
Yeah. God, it's Snyderverse. Don't get me there's so many like stands for the wrong things.
I love that you say that, Jelani. Raise your hand if you just bought Snyderverse Justice League figures at some point this year. Raise your hand.
What did I buy? Don't make me raise my hand. I probably did. But
I know you did, you asshole.
But the thing is, a figure is different from the actual character that it portrays. If it looks good, I'm going to get it.
But, raise your hand if you were the first person in the group that had a Ben Affleck Batman figure.
I am.
Yes.
I hate Ben Affleck. He is trash.
That means you're fucking part of the problem then, Jelani.
Bro, the only reason I had that figure was I thought we were never going to get a suited, like a battle armor Batman.
You honestly were like, we're never going to get a Dark Knight Returns battle armor Batman action figure ever. Come on, man. You know what you're doing, man. I get it. This is, everybody know a secret about Jelani. I've known Jelani for a long time. This dude, everything he hates, he secretly loves. What he really hates is himself. And Jelani, you need to stop that because you're worth it, bro. I love you. There you go.
Hey, what was I doing? I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep doing that. It just happens. I don't know. Oh, look, he's back.
That's fine.
End. Okay, hi. I don't want to show.
Brooks knows it's true, man. That's why he's laughing. It's funny because it's sad but true.
I don't hate myself. I love me.
I'm just joking, man.
Trust me,
it's all a joke. But
I had a three-part house tour. I love me. Trust me.
Yeah, and then did you hear how he described it? He goes, "I didn't know I had this many toys, y'all." Yeah, motherfucker, you knew you had that many toys, man. You're the one that put it into 3 videos. You're the one that put that shit together.
I know it was a lot of work. It took a lot of time. Thank you, Chill Out. I love you too, brother. All right. Oh, let's see who hasn't shown anything. I think I'll go back to Brooks. Brooks, show us what you got.
Okay, so I actually managed to get a theme from inspired by the Christmas present you gave me. Actually,
Okay.
Like how many figures do I have that are like based off of actual like or inspired by people who actually were like real? And the inspiration was of course the NECA Kirby figure.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
I love
It was
that.
based, of course, on Jack Kirby, one of my heroes, one of my faves.
Absolutely.
Cool stuff. Like I haven't taken it out of the thing yet because I don't want to lose it. There's like some little pieces, but there's like a sketch pad, like a little
I didn't even know they
rod,
had
like
that.
little pen, like some kind of like weird device. Some hands.
That like a younger Kirby?
It's
I
though?
mean,
supposed to
you
be like
read the
some-
Donatello micro series. You know what all that stuff is, Brooks. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's from like it's from a Mirage era where they did that.
Okay.
But, yeah, he also comes with this little Kirby-esque beast thing.
Oh, that's
Pretty-
crazy. That's two
Yeah,
figures.
so I was like, I
Nice.
appreciate it, man. Like, thanks, Jelani. That was a nice gift. Very
You're
thoughtful.
welcome, man. Merry
And,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, brother.
Oh, you're all right with me. And thank you for my gift as well. I might as well show it to you. My gift, which I gotta walk and get, is. Hold on. I don't know how to do this anymore. How do I do this? Dadgummit. Internet. There you are.
Aren't you new computer stuff, man?
I do, but not as well. I got this from Brooks. It's a Junji Ito Tombs.
Nice. Oh yeah.
It's a collection of short stories, stuff like that. I love the art. It is amazing.
Yeah, it's got some like crazy shit, man.
It is awesome. You can go to any page.
That's
and find,
beautiful,
like
dude.
absolutely craziness.
That's a face. Oh, that's
That
one of my
is-
favorites.
That is freaking
That
nuts.
creepy old bitch.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to like sit down and read this. I haven't had time to read much, but I thank you for this, man. Thank you. And yeah, well, don't worry, Robbie. I'm getting you a gift. In fact, it's whatever's in your box.
It's the same thing I do for you, man. So
Yeah, no. Thanks,
it's all
man.
good, man.
Thanks, man. And Fable, I would mail you stuff, but you're in New York, man. It's a lot of work.
Don't worry about it.
Just like ship it.
Listen,
Let me
my
just-
wife has a hard enough time trying to figure out what she would get me. It's hard to get somebody that gets everything already. Like
Right. You see it, you get it. That's how it's supposed to work. And I'm like, yeah. Chill Out Man is in this chat, man. So I gotta get him love.
Chill Out's the best, man.
Yeah, he is. He truly
He's
is.
a wise man.
He is.
You
He
should
is
heed
the
his
wisest.
words.
Sometime this week. We will. So, as far as anything else, like, what else, like, big have you? What's the most expensive purchase that you've made? I'll start with Robbie on this one. What's the most expensive, like, figure purchase that you've made that you can be honest with you
Like
about?
this year in my life.
Like in your life?
What's the most expensive figure purchase I've made in my life?
That you can think of now.
I mean, I don't spend too much money on figures. I've been lucky. I've been gifted a lot, and I've been in situations where I can get a hold of things pretty cheaply. I don't know. It might be the Todd McFarlane Kickstarter Spawn figure. I got the autographed version,
Nice.
Yeah.
so that might be the most expensive figure I've bought. Maybe, yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, probably. I don't remember. I think
I
that was like
still got
$100
mine
or
over here.
something. No,
Yes,
nice.
Oddly, as you mentioned that, I was like, I didn't get mine signed like a dumbass, but I got one.
I got mine signed.
Yeah.
Unlike a dumbass, I got mine signed because Todd McFarlane's one of the goats in this industry, man.
He is.
And Kirby's
Gotta
no
meet
longer
him.
with us, and Todd McFarlane could drop dead tomorrow, and I could never meet him and get his signature. So
I definitely that pipeline, man.
it's cool
You
that
talked-
maybe. I mean, I'm sure I may have spent more on something, but I honestly think that's about it. I don't like usually spending more than. Well, my rule used to be $20, but that's impossible to fucking do now. So
Yeah, with Transformers.
yeah, no shit.
It's impossible. Yep, and all the masterpiece I'm getting from Soundwave over there. Good grief. Oh, that's freaking nuts, man. So yeah, I'll go to you, Fable, too. What's the most expensive purchase that you made?
Well, I only started collecting figures about 3 or 4 years ago. But the most expensive, well, the most money I spent in one shot, let's say, is the crossover turtle van, right? The Transformers crossover turtle van.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Polywallop.
the Polywallop.
Yeah. He's only $50, but I was just like, I need 4 of them to have all 4 turtles, and I need one to be in the van.
Yep.
So I bought 5 of them in one shot, and that was $250. So that was a lot. But that was the most expensive until last week, where I just dropped $350 on the Lego X-Men Mansion set. I just picked that up for myself for Christmas. So that's the most money I've ever spent on.
You are gonna have
on
to
a
show
toy.
that off one day.
Yeah, man. It's in the mail, man. Can't wait.
Oh, how long do you think it will take you to make it?
Well, I won't be able to right now. I'd have to put them right into storage because of my circumstances. Right. But as soon as I touch down and I get a room for myself, because I also have the Optimus Prime and the Bumblebee Legos, the transforming ones for that, waiting for me as well. So I got a few Lego sets. It's gonna take me a while.
Nice. All right then. Well, that's still crazy. All right. Go ahead, Soundwave. Tell me, what's the most expensive thing that you've ever purchased that you can think of?
Can't really think of much. Probably a Titan class Transformer. Probably about $200. How they gone up lately? I got the Nemesis a 2 years ago. Whenever it came out, it's about $200, and that would feel like a waste of money. But yeah.
Does a Transformer do anything?
No, it transforms, but it's just it's just a piece of crap. Pieces fall off. It's probably the worst Titan class Transformer I own. Nothing like Scorponok. That one's probably the best overall. That one, the Black Zarak version.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, but the Nemesis it makes a nice ship, but once you put it in robot mode, it's a piece of junk. Getting it there, pieces are falling off left, right, tabs don't work. It's not
worth it.
I'm sure. No, that's on one figure. Hold up, no, I can change that. A masterpiece figure. I know I bought something. The Ultra Magnus masterpiece when it first came out. He's about $280.
Jesus.
Damn. He was like a car painter.
You gave me a deal then.
Yeah, so I got that one. That's probably what 10 years ago, 9 years ago now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's probably the most I spent at one time.
Shit, that shit would be $1,500 today if it came out, man.
Yeah, it would.
The MP Prime was like $500. I was like, screw that. And that's why I bought that TE01. It didn't have a trailer, but you can use the MP10 trailer with it. So I was like,
right. It goes together. It's not bad at all, actually.
Now, when I got a tax return about 10 years ago, no, it's probably 15 years ago, I probably spent a good $800 just buying vintage Transformers.
Just a
I didn't have. I just went through and started buying a bunch of vintage, and yeah, that was a bad idea.
Oh yeah, that does sound like a bad idea. Yeah. I mean, unless you're just going through and you're just like, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one, and I can afford it.
Skylinks, Omega, Jetfire, Shockwave. The ones I had as a kid that broke, that I didn't have. Like I never had Omega, didn't have Predaking, didn't have Skylinks, so I went through and started buying them all.
Jesus. Well, not bad. I mean, you still got any of those?
Yeah, I still got them all.
Okay, nice. Yep, I'm doing a house tour with you, man. We're actually going to your house. I'm gonna stand around and look at all your Transformers.
It's gonna have to be a while. Like I said, I gotta clean this crap up. Looking at it right now, I can see it over my computer.
You ever look at those little shorts or videos where they do like room tours of guys who have Transformers and they have like all the masterpieces, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what does this guy do for a living?
Right.
There's one guy on YouTube. I think it's Kyle Peterson. I think is his name. He has like a ton of wrestling figures, and he's got like a bookshelf that's a door that you hit a button on and it opens up, and he's got like all the Jakks classic pegged on the wall all the way around in by twos, so you can have one mint and one open.
That is like nuts.
He's got so much crap. I was like, even Matt Cardona went over there to his house and looked at it all.
Jeez.
I was like, man.
Yeah. Old Zack Ryder. Good grief. All right, so Chill Out Man says the most expensive thing I buy was a pink Lamborghini for my girl. Sure, it's a hit wheel. But still, though, $100. Jeez, I
That
know
is
you're
a
talking
lot.
about real cheap. That is $100. That is crazy.
That is
Yeah.
expensive.
So I go to Brooks then. Brooks, what's the most expensive thing you've ever bought that you can think of?
Well, it's probably like as a singular figure, it'd probably be that figure arts Griffith. It was what that came with the horse.
The
'Cause
horse.
I think after tax he was like 100 and some change.
Woo!
So like as far as like just like yeah, that's like outside of like play sets, it's probably the most expensive figure I've had.
Ooh.
I think
Griffith.
Castle Grayskull was probably the most expensive play set I've bought so far. As far as singular figures, that's probably the one. Like, not that it matters. I think talking about the expensive figures is gauche, personally. I find the whole thing very distasteful.
No, you want to know? I want to know because it's a pain in the butt to realize that I had a limit. I had a real limit, and I said I'd never go over this amount for a figure. And then all of a sudden, I look at something that I really, really want. I really want it, and it's like more than I was ever expect. I think I broke the seal on that. There was a Hush Superman figure that came out from I think it was Mafex, and I looked at it. It was $100, and he had the perfect grimace, like he was just angry in the face. And I want a smiling, cheerful, hopeful Superman. No one's ever made that figure. I think maybe Superpowers made that figure once, and some maybe I couldn't think of anyone else. But I really wanted that Hush figure, but it was $100. And I was like, oh, fine. So like I bought it, and it's still in my house. It's in the house tour. I will never sell it. It's just one of those things. It's got the cloth cape and everything. It's really nice. But he's just not in scale with anything I have. Like no Marvel Legends, nothing. He's smaller than a Marvel Legend. He's smaller than most things. But it's not the most expensive thing I ever purchased. But the seal was broken with that Superman. I think the most expensive thing I ever bought is probably oh God. I think it's the Sentinel. I think the Sentinel was the most. And like I traded a good bit for that first. Behind that is Galactus, I think. And I was like, oh God.
You're talking about the HasLab ones, right?
The HasLab.
The real
Galactus.
giant ones, yeah.
Yeah. That's my child. It's my child. It's still my baby. I carry him everywhere. He needs a child seat because I need to take him places. He's very nice. He's got the Master Mole head on. But it's all good. I'll put the regular head back on him. And he's my bouncing boy. But yeah. So I mean, I wanted to just ask us around since we're all collectors in some form or fashion, and we do certain things with our toys. So yep, back to the show and tell. I'll go back to Robbie. Robbie.
Well, this year I bought my first G.I. Joe figures since I was a child. I have avoided the G.I. Joe classified line successfully until recently. But I've decided that I can just get a certain amount of pieces, just certain characters. By the way, that's how my Transformers collection started.
Comics drawing you in.
I was like, all I need is Starscream and the rest of the Seekers, and then it blossomed from that. But it's really cool to show this off. The very first G.I. Joe classified series I have was one of my favorite characters, probably my second favorite character in all of G.I. Joe. And it actually came from you, Jelani, because you sold it to my shop.
Yes,
so I got this Destro, which is pretty freaking cool.
Oh man, now you got Destro.
So yeah, I got Destro, and I got another one to go along with it. I mean, I'll show that off next. So,
all right,
Destro.
Yeah, that Destro's nice. I like it.
I am resisting so much to try to get like the Cobra Law guys, like Nemesis Enforcer and Globulus, because those are like my favorite Cobras. And that once a man one that came out recently, it was so hard to not get that, man. I had to see that pass me by and then go up in price. I'm like, Jesus.
I have 2 of them. Well, I had 2 of them. I'm sorry, I sold one to Robbie.
Well, you sold it to my shop. I didn't buy that one. I didn't buy.
Yeah. It's good. It's got its moments. Like it's not accurate to the movie, but it's all right because you need to have one. I think everybody needs to have a G.I. Joe classified one. Yeah, not too bad. I'm gonna show off something from it real quick as well. I'm gonna show off what Soundwave got me recently. There were 2 that he got me, but I'm gonna show just the one. This is the third-party jazz.
Oh, nice.
Downshift.
Awesome.
He is amazing. He is amazed bearers. I like his articulation. I even transformed him once. He's not a bad transformation. I said I would. In fact, this is kind of the first masterpiece-ish figure I've transformed for fear of breaking transform. Other than my Seekers, because all my Seekers, I want them all to be jets. So I just transform those immediately into jets. But this is the first Autobot I sat down and made because I needed a Scatman Carruthers. He's really awesome. And this is he's called Downshift.
That's beautiful.
Party. He's awesome.
I don't understand why that's just not the figures. Why it gotta be some masterpiece? Why can't it just be what it is?
Right. Well, licensing, all the other fun stuff that comes with all that other stuff. The usual.
I was just thinking about this now, man. You were asking about expensive figures, and I was like, that's on figure, right? It was probably about 100. I paid like 100 for my turtle van, my vintage turtle van, when I first got that, and I just realized I paid 120 for the complete sewer playset.
Yep.
So it might be that one. But that one was ultra complete, just didn't have the box, but it even had the joke book with it that came with it. So the sewer playset, which y'all know is proudly displayed prominently in my place. So
that is true.
Yeah. That was like 120. So
yeah.
And I talked him down. I talked him down.
Yeah, you did, as you should, because it wasn't complete, was it?
It was complete except for the box. Everything else was in there though. Nice. Everything. Yeah.
Very nice.
And this year, since Kevin Eastman's coming back to the expo, I'm going to get him to sign on the fence that goes with it. I'm going to get him to sign on, and like Eastman was here or some shit like that. So nice. I think that'd be cool.
Heck yeah, dude. I guess I'll get some more stuff signed by him too. Why not? Let's get it done. All right, Brooks, you're next. Show us what you got.
Keeping with my theme of figures of people who actually existed. This is probably the first one I bought. Tupac.
Dude, you got that a lot. You're talking about RCC, man.
Yeah. This is I got this a long time ago. I think I found it Suncoast in the mall or something.
I remember that.
That's right.
Back in the day. Yeah, but Tupac is one of my favorites. He's one of my heroes, and it's not a very articulated figure. It's got a little. Basically, you can move his arms.
Yeah.
But he has all of his tattoos. Of course, Thug Life.
Of course.
And it's got him with his bandana. So yeah, he's been a staple in my collection for a long time. But
all he needed to come with was a bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
Damn. Too soon.
Too soon. Way too soon. God dang. Thank you, man. That was nice. All right. And I guess, we'll go back to Soundwave. Because I want to see what you got, man. Show it to me.
Yeah, I used to work at Suncoast for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, I worked there and in the movie theater at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were double dipping, man. You were double dipping.
I got the Missing Link, Bumblebee, and Cliff Jumper in.
Nice.
They're not in the boxes.
Oh.
So yeah, here's the Bumblebee.
Nice.
The Cliff Jumper. I transformed.
So you can transform them and they articulate?
Yeah, they articulate. I take his head and you can turn his head.
Nice.
They have shoulders, elbows, wrists, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Knees, thighs. So you can do a little bit more. It'll take a little bit to transform them though.
Head, shoulders, knees, and
Slightly more
toes, man.
complicated.
Yeah. Missing links are perfect. That's all we needed, man. That's
Well, they
all.
got that Sunstreaker coming out. I gotta get that one when he comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Why
cool.
couldn't they have done that back then? That's all I'm asking.
All these are kind of expensive. You know, it's like $38 for a little mini bot.
Oh, god dang.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. It's still work to get them though.
I mean, yeah. I didn't have a cliff jumper anyway, so now I got a cliff jumper.
Yeah.
I got it as a yellow cliff jumper. I don't have the red.
Yellow cliff jumper. That's not Bumblebee.
Yeah, I got the yellow vintage one. So they released Bumblebee in red and yellow, and then Cliff Jumper in red and yellow. And then they had Bumble Jumper who came out as well.
Oh, okay.
He came out either card. He wasn't supposed to be released, so he's cost more.
That's fair enough.
But they got rubber tires, and they got a little bit of the, I think, die cast on the back. So
Okay.
taking
Now,
the tires out.
Thank you for showing that. Now,
Oh, you're
I was going to ask the panel, but I primarily want to ask Fable because Fable and I had a very good conversation after one of our movie nights, and I was very shocked. And you had a theory that you were saying, and I was like, I'm still too impressed by it. We could get to that, but I wanted to get your thoughts again on what the toy industry is doing to us right now, as far as this price gouging, as far as the shrinkflation, getting, the same thing for more with less stuff in it. What are your thoughts, Fable, on that topic? What would you like to interject with that? Because I've always wanted to hear your thoughts on this.
Well, like what exactly?
Well, what we talked about was basically the toy industry has now decided to give us less for more money.
Oh yeah,
and it's been a while. And you were mentioning something about eBay accounts about and the FOMO, basically the FOMO of we introduce something for social media.
Yeah, there's definitely something called artificial scarcity. It's a tactic. I don't know if you are familiar with Nintendo. I know Brooks is probably familiar with Nintendo. Nintendo is probably the innovator of artificial scarcity, right? They'll produce a certain amount of things and make sure that it sells out, even though they do have these things in stock and stuff like that.
Did it with amiibos.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They did it with the Wii a long time ago. When the Wii came out, there was a Christmas and the DS where they were gone. And then all of a sudden, come April, they're everywhere again. That shit just doesn't happen like that. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Production times, these factories, they all have timetables. So when that happens, something's afoot. So my theory is that these days, they see the secondary market and they see the money that people are spending on the secondary market for things. And I believe that some of these accounts that you see on eBay are actually them, right? They're the ones that are out there making the secondary market money off of us. Most recently with PlayStation 5. Remember when PlayStation 5 first came out?
Yeah.
How the
Like
fuck?
that's like any console that comes out now, they do the same fucking thing. And it's so infuriating.
If you look at some of the freaking photos that these people were showing to sell them off, they had pallets of these things. How the hell did you get a whole entire pallet?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about something that comes out of China. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, did you intercept the boat?
Yeah. What are we, the mafia? Are we hijacking?
It fell off the truck
for the piers and shit. So I believe that a lot of these companies, in order to inflate the prices, in order to get the bottom line, I believe that they are definitely in the secondary market. Or have infiltrated.
I appreciate your tinfoil hat idea there, man. Right? And I'm pretty sure that you got here's what I'm saying. Fable's onto something, but I don't like how many would they have to sell to really make a profit? We're talking like when you're talking about like say Hasbro or Mattel or Nintendo or Sony, like they would have to sell so many of those to really actually make that worth their while to then hire a team to like sell this stuff on the secondary market. But what I do think they're doing is that they're intentionally producing under the demand so that I don't think they give a shit so much about the aftermarket than they do people talking about it on social media, right? Because then you got everybody being like, oh, I got the PS5. Yo, I got the Wii or whatever at the time, right? Yo, I got this action figure, right? Like Soundwave showing off those Hot Wheel Bumblebees. My shop, we just got the offer to purchase them to sell for retail. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is they put these things out first, so in dwindling quantities, so people get them. Then all of a sudden there's this chatter, right? We talk about this all the time, right? It's like they seem to care more about the social chatter than they do actually selling the product, right? So then in April, right, they can release it and they can bump up that price a little bit. And now they're plentiful and everybody wants it because everybody's fucking kids has been screaming for this new gaming system for 6 months, and everybody who hasn't been able to get this action figure has been wanting it. And now because the audience, like let's just talk about adult toy collectors, right? Something comes out and it's very limited quantities. It sells out. It starts going on the aftermarket like crazy, right? So now when Hasbro, Mattel, whoever it is, when they decide they want to actually do the full release, right? Because that's what it is. It's a soft release, and then like the full release, right? So then when they do that, they know all these dudes are like, oh, fuck, this figure's $100 on eBay. Right there, it's $25. I'm buying 4 of them, right? And I think that's what they're fucking doing. I think they're training us to think they're so valuable. So then when they release them fully, we buy more and buy them up in droves.
I don't think it's as difficult as you think it is. I don't think it's as difficult to make accounts and run these things.
They would make more money, though, Fable, selling 500,000 PS5s rather than producing 100,000 and keeping 10,000 for themselves to sell in the aftermarket for 5 times.
But if they could sell the 10,000 and get the same amount as 100,000, then what are we talking about? It's the same money. They're making the same exact money selling less units. I believe that they definitely have infiltrated the secondary market for sure. It's not overt, but I think it's there because, like I said, these things have lead times. These things have R&D. They take time to hit where they hit, and then all of a sudden, you're telling me in April you found mysteriously a warehouse full of them, and you can meet demand. Makes no sense.
I guarantee if you became a Hasbro influencer, you would change that tune.
Hey, I'll be a Hasbro influencer and bitch on the product. So it's all different. Yeah, it's all.
Oh, trust me, man. I know from experience they don't like that. Marvel's like, no, say whatever you want, and then they're all like, yeah, we don't want to work with you anymore.
It may not even come from the top. It may come from the middle, right? Like I'm not saying the president of Sony is like.
Oh, maybe they're not doing it, but maybe like employees are doing it, right?
Yeah, that's what I would think. Like lower level employees, like being able to snatch them up, like like having a Walmart employee that knows like a shipment of something's coming in. They can get
we know for a fact that shit happens, man. We know for a fact because the three of us know a dude who's pretty much confirmed that.
Right.
That's all they do, man.
I mean, I saw a video the other day of a guy, a NECA guy, and you remember those Ninja Turtles that came out? What do you call it? The ones that were based on the movie that everybody was going crazy for. The ones that look like the 1989 movie. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The NECA Turtles. I saw a video where a NECA guy coming to stock the fucking shelf, stocks the shelf, clocks out, and then takes the shelf into a shopping cart. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen that shit.
It's gangster, man. It's gangster. We got a friend, he will not be named, but he was saying that he was a NECA ambassador and going into Targets and looking at stuff like that and got to pick and choose from the back stock of NECA products, and like you just go back there and just get what you want.
Well, it's part of every industry you're in, right? Let's say it's 1985. You work at Orange Julius, and they've just introduced a new flavor of Orange Julius. You're gonna fucking be the first one to get to try that and put it in big bags and take it to school playgrounds and sell it.
That's right. Want some Orange Julius, kid? It's strawberry.
No, I mean, if you work in the industry that you love, man, that's a big tempting thing. Even if you don't love it, right? If you just know there's money to be made in that shit, dude.
But I
made
agree
so much
with you
money off free
100%.
Pokemon 2000 cards.
I agree with you 100%
Just from the figure.
that it's done to make you believe something is rare or special or must have. Like I said, artificial scarcity is a real tactic. It's a real business tactic that I think Nintendo, like I said, they've been employing that tactic for years, and it's been successful. Let me tell you.
Well, and the other thing with the video game market, though, is most of the time they put out those first waves, and it's like a smaller amount, and then they get to figure out, oh shit, that didn't work.
Yeah.
So it's like a thing that, it's less so, I think, with action figures, of course, but like, yeah, we know that Hasbro gives a shit more about people talking about it on social media than they do selling product, which is mind-boggling to me. I feel like comics is kind of like the same way a little bit right now.
Yeah. I don't know why you would like do that instead of just making the product and then making your money. It's not hard.
That's too old school, Jelani.
Yeah, it makes too much.
Because it's all about quarterlies and bottom lines and making your company look a certain way and the taxes and things like that. It's all like a tax trick. It's like HasLab, right? They put out that what is it? The Mos Eisley Cantina HasLab set, and they were producing I don't know how many. I did the math on what they were charging and how many units they would sell, and they sold out, by the way. Like that set sold out. So they made $11 million up front without ever having to test the product, make the packaging. You understand? They got their 11 million on the spot, and you'll get it in about 2 years, and then you could bitch about how this is weak and this doesn't move right or whatever it is. They don't care.
And talking about the HasLab, man, do you remember when like it was like a year ago maybe? Like I remember you messaging me, be like, "Hey man, Hasbro has Unicron in stock all of a sudden." Like how random was that? You know, that they had like, oh, we found some in a warehouse or some shit like that, and then they sold them out like that, right? So yeah they do.
Because you can't tell me they can't print on demand. This is $1 billion corporation,
right?
They could print on demand.
That's the worst part. How? Yeah, why aren't you reissuing some of this stuff? What is the point of you just having it? You make more
because they know that since you missed out on Unicron and now he's like $3,000, $5,000 or something. Now you're more apt to fund that next HasLab. And that's the other thing, man, crowdfunding, and it's everywhere now, man. It's in movies, it's in video games, it's in fucking toys, it's in comics. There's some weird shit going on with crowdfunding, man. Now it's a great source because like me and my buddy Kevin trying to like publish our own comic, right? We can do it through crowdfunding and shit like that. But there's a lot of crowdfunders that never get fulfilled, whether it's what industry it is, and there's a lot of money that doesn't make up for like what they actually produce, right? So it's just it's a whole new thing, man. There's a lack of transparency, right? Because like for instance, if there's let's say I don't know, a new GI Joe, right, and they put it out very limited quantities, or it's an exclusive somewhere else, it's a Target exclusive, or it's a Turtles of Grayskull exclusive, right? Like how, like for instance, okay, so all those exclusives they did for Turtles of Grayskull, where they had the fucking combiner basically, right? Where you had to get all these different exclusives that were hard as fuck to find so you can make the metal head or whatever, right?
Right. Metal Bato.
Yeah. So like, what if you knew that a year later they were going to be produced mass market for everybody? How would you be inclined to go hunt that down? Would you be inclined to like bitch about it on YouTube or on Twitter or whatever the hell it is, you know? Like it's the chatter means more to them, man. They care more about where they're trending, man. And then like Fable was saying, it's about the quarterly numbers, man. You know,
we're the advertisers. That's
they
can cut their advertising budget down because they have all the people online doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll be tough for a person to talk shit of something that they spent so much money on, right? Like you almost kind of like imagine that it's good when you know it's not because you spent so much money.
Yeah, you spent all this money, it better be good.
Yeah, you're like,
no, yeah, like I don't want to admit, I don't want to admit that I spent $8 on some shitty ass Taco Bell nuggets the other day, but I did, man. You know, I did. Everybody else loves them, but I didn't.
Speaking of
Hasbro do exclusives, but they'll like 3 years later they'll release them mass market.
Yeah,
like Soundwave. He was Netflix, Walmart, and then 3 years later he's in Legacy United. Yeah,
and for a while that Soundwave figure was like super expensive on the aftermarket, right? You know, because I got the Netflix one and it was up there like crazy, and the new one's cool. And then they fuck you. This is how they fuck you with it, right? because now it comes with fucking buzzsaw. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. I was paying a kid who bought it, like a kid that works for me. He's not a kid. He's like in his 20s. But I was like, I'll give you fucking $15 for that buzzsaw right now, dude. I was like, just give it to me right now, man. I was like, don't put out more of the cassettes without like having us have access.
Right.
It pissed me off, man. Because I didn't want to rebuy it, man. Because I like the original colors.
That's the thing that
same figure.
That's the thing as a collector that really pisses me off when they know that they have a missing piece or something like that, and then they try to repackage it with something else. Like they did that with the Autobot 5-pack. Hound never released.
Hound.
Yeah, never released by himself. But if you wanted Hound, you had to buy this $100, a pack for one figure, which is ridiculous. Or even worse than that, Grimlock didn't come with his sword. So what did they do? They put his sword in with another figure.
Yeah, Swoop, wasn't it?
Yeah, and people went and bought that figure, regardless if they want to admit it or not, just to get that fucking sword.
I was gonna get it
thirsty
anyway.
we are, and that's how, and they know this. They're
Yeah.
not stupid.
Oh, they know it, dude. That's why they held back Optimus's fucking axe for so goddamn long.
Yep.
They're like, let us buy as many Optimuses as we want. And now all of a sudden, now he comes with an axe.
Yep.
You motherfuckers.
Yep.
And now he comes with little like roller, right? Is that his name? Like now he comes with roller. You get the fuck out of here, man.
That's what they do, man. That's what they do. Speaking of Optimus Prime, real quick, and of Taco Bell, I was gonna say I had Taco Bell today, Robbie, and I tried the Gordita Supreme, and it's still an Alabama pancake. It is still like,
yeah, they don't toast these motherfuckers right down here for some reason, man.
I don't know what it is.
The best thing in the Decades menu is the tostada for sure.
Yeah, the tostada is the best because the Mexi Melt is like it's trash and like there was a time I guess I liked the Mexi Melt, but it's always given me like super heartburn. There's something about that pico de gallo that's in it or whatever. Yeah.
But the Decades menu, it was the tostada. But then don't forget. That's not the tostada we had in the 80s. Right now, it's the 60s version of the tostada. That's fine. But like, you remember our tostada had beef and had little like black olives on it and shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But they always have the shit to make a tostada because they make the Crunch Wrap Supreme. They have tostada shells. Yeah, they can make a 7-layer burrito, but they just fucking won't for some reason. They got all the shit to make an enchilito.
And we'll never touch it.
Taco Bell's literally just 6 ingredients, mix match.
Yeah, it is.
Like just do it. And it's not that hard to do. So it is what it is.
And now they're wasting their time with fucking chicken nuggets when they should just be fucking bringing the volcano menu back. Because that lava sauce is the shit. The best thing they ever did, man.
Yep.
Remember when they did French fries for a little while?
Yeah, but now they got the nacho fries, and the nacho fries slap, dude. The nacho fries are actually good, man.
They're good.
Do you remember their seafood salad from the fucking late 80s? Somebody asked me the other day at work. They were like, what's the worst thing Taco Bell's ever done? And I was like, it was the seafood salad. They basically had a taco salad that had whitefish, fake crab, and shrimp. That you know why they discontinued it? Because people were getting sick. Because who would buy that shit from a fast food restaurant?
It's like hot. I know they're like not putting it all together. They're putting it all together, and then like the seafood stuff is probably not chilled at all. Like it should be chilled. That's probably why they were getting sick because they were throwing it on.
It's just not fresh, and they weren't having good temp control and shit like that, man.
All of that. All right. Anyway, Taco Bell. Going back, I'm gonna show off something real quick. Speaking of Optimus Prime, I'm showing off my almost missing link. I will get my missing link eventually from some weird third party that's going to screw me out of it. But this is so much fun to transform. I won't do it on camera, but this is like he transforms and he's articulated and he's awesome. I mean, I had to find him online because they didn't sell him in the world. I don't know. I couldn't find him, but he's close to the missing link. He would be missing link if he was die cast and a little bigger, just slightly bigger. But he's awesome. I'm glad I got this. I wish he came with a trailer. But he was in one of the Legacy United sets that they have the ugly packaging. I hate that ugly packaging. But I never saw this figure. I had to find it and order it online because I was like, oh yeah, I never found that one. It's too much work. But yeah, they're things, and normally we would transform things on camera with our channel. Like we do way more Transformers videos, but I have to transform stuff on camera, and that's a pain in the butt. I absolutely refuse to do that. Let's see. Fable, I get you out of the way again. Thank you for that, by the way. I really appreciate your insight on that. I think it is a conspiracy. I think they are doing that.
Yeah, I mean, why not make a couple bucks on the side? When you see somebody's willing to pay 4 times the amount something costs, I mean, you wouldn't get in on that? I would.
Right.
I definitely would.
And ICT Vinny is right. McFarlane would make you buy 2 figures just for 2 separate hair portraits. He could easily put the head in like Marvel Legends, like a normal person. And I love you, Todd. Please let me interview you one day. But I gotta question you on every. You have some. Now he'll have some figures that come out and they have the head with them, like opposite, like the Platinum Superboy. But it's got to be a platinum figure. I gotta wait and get like.
Well, even Marvel Legends is doing that less and less now, right?
They are.
Like less extra pieces and shit like that. And then on the other hand, Todd does great things, man. Like when DC told him you can't put like guns with your DC action figures,
Right.
so he made an action figure accessory pack for Spawn that's obviously the Red Hood guns, the Joker gun, like what
I heard? You know what I heard? Talk about theories and conspiracies. You know what I heard may be the reason for that? Shipping costs. Yeah, like if you ship entire pallets, your price can be cut dramatically if you can shave a certain amount of poundage off of the shipping for the companies.
They're being cheap
just to make their profit margins a little bigger. Because it's all shareholders and they're trying to satisfy their shareholders, and they only want to make more money. That's why shareholder companies are terrible.
That's why the bigger the corporation gets, like we can. I mean, I keep aping on Transformers because that's the one that, like, I know that me, Fable, and Soundwave really collect, like modern Transformer stuff, right? But like, how much of that, like, so I'm sure that some of the designers are passionate about what they're doing, but the people who make these decisions are not passionate about Transformers. If so, they wouldn't keep reusing the same molds. You know what I'm saying? Like all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And how annoying is that annoying to y'all when you're like, oh, we're finally getting this character? You're like, oh, it's an Ironhide repaint. Fuck.
Right. It is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, there's some figures that get the shaft.
Yeah.
They just take another like I think it was Bludgeon from Tarn. They took him and it's just the same thing. And it's like all they changed in the colors. Yeah. I'm like, it looks different. Now they did that newer version of that 2-pack. And they did change the chest piece, but I mean, now you got a new head too. Based more on the IDW comics, he's got all the little cables coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, but that's the world we live in. Where we're like, damn, they did a new chest and head. Hell yeah, like, great job, Hasbro.
Yeah.
Finally, we got what we wanted.
But honestly, that's kind of like part of Transformers history, isn't it? Just reusing the same fucking molds over and over and over again.
Figures are all the same thing.
Yeah, and let's mishmash figures with other properties, but it's the same thing we've already released.
But they do it cross line, which is crazy with Transformers, right? Like they'll take like something from like Transformers Animated and then like repurpose it for something that's like supposed to be in like a game verse or something like, or vice versa, or like something like that, which is so weird sometimes, the decisions they make.
Yeah. And it's just to keep putting product on the shelves.
It's just retools, man. It's just
even though you can just remake certain stuff. There's stuff people miss. There's stuff people is not going to see. It's limited scarcity, sure, but why not? You have the molds.
It takes us all the way back to like Kinder days, man. Like superpowers, they're basically all the same figures. Like He-Man, it's all like they made like 5 parts. They just swap them around. When we're kids, we don't mind it because we don't notice it. But nowadays. Like if they did the Motu Origins line the same fucking way, like y'all would be pissed as shit, dude. Y'all be really pissed, man.
Well, they're already doing it. In fact, speaking of that, Mattel Creations will just put out these niche figures just for certain people because they don't want to release them anymore. Like Naked Stratos. Like why the hell was Naked Stratos put out? You could have just easily put that in the Mattel Creations section, and it would have died on its own. But then like. You see a Naked Stratos in every Target for like a good 2 years.
Yeah, I never touched them.
And you're like, what the crap? And then you got Snake Men that are super cool. And then they don't put them out. They don't put that out. That's not a peg warmer yet.
But don't forget, Stratos was one of the original fucking Motu peg warmers. Him and Zodak, right?
Yep.
Everybody just didn't give a shit
off.
about them.
Not at all.
Buzz off,
I mean,
yeah.
that's all part of the deal. It's like, give us something that we could only sell on our stores, and we'll carry your product, because they only have limited shelf space anyway. So these Hasbro and these companies, they figure out a way how to retool, repaint, whatever they do to make Target believe that it's something new and exclusive to them, so that they can guarantee an order. Because that's the thing, trying to get these companies to order these large amounts of things. That's why you don't see Unicron on store shelves.
True.
They would never, Target would never stock a Unicron at $500. That shit would sit there at their store. Look at Arcade 1-Ups. Arcade 1-Ups tried to get into Walmart at $500 a pop. 5 months later, you saw them at $150. Walmart was trying to get rid of those shits like no tomorrow.
Yeah, because not only is it the limited shelf space, but it's a limited time that they want to dedicate to that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we remember being kids and like the toy aisles were huge, and it felt like they were always stocked. Now maybe it's just misremembering.
We had
maybe
Toys R Us.
Yeah, we had that. But even when you went like the last days of Toys R Us here in the States, right? Like, how much of that was actual like toys that you're interested in, like an aisle or two? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know, like it's ridiculous, man. But times have changed. There's a lot more online retail stuff. But you know, you're right, Fable. I mean, that is why they do the deals with the exclusives. Like, it's to get them, because Walmart, Target, they don't give a fuck about Motu. That doesn't sell for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they also don't stock them long. Right? They like clearance them out, get them out, send them up to like Big Lots or some other wholesaler or something like that. And then the secondary market, the aftermarket, and then like smaller shops like mine, then we get the ability to get them, or we've already ordered them like a year ago, and now we get them after they've already like had their whole lifespan at Target or Walmart or something like that, right?
It's terrible.
And let me ask you a question, Robbie. When you do get those figures that have been out of whatever the zeitgeist for a little while, and now all of a sudden in your shop, do you price them at retail or do you mark them up?
We usually price everything to move. So, especially if we know it's after the fact. Now, if we know we got something, well, like I'll tell you this is something that happened this year. So somebody was upstairs and they found like some overstock of some shit, and it was the X-Men 97 Wolverine figure that Hasbro did. And I was like, those shits are like $80. And I was like, price those bitches at $80 right now. They've been sitting up in that warehouse forever. I was like, price them $80. They all sold like that. They moved. Yeah, they moved like a motherfucker, dude. That's
awesome.
Because here's the thing, though. Now Hasbro's re-released some of those. They released Jean Grey. They've done Gambit again. They did Nightcrawler again, right?
Yeah.
Not Rogue.
They ain't done Rogue or Wolverine.
Nope.
That's money right there, dude.
But
at the
is what
same
I'm
time,
saying,
we're out of the zone of X-Men 97 being in the zeitgeist, right? So
this is what I'm saying, that there must be some analytical team within these companies that pay attention to that secondary market. There has to be. There has to be a little team of people that they pay to be like, pay attention to these market prices. Your job is to check out sold on eBay all day. That's what your job is.
Yeah.
And you report back to us, and you see, and we want to see the percentage, the average of what it is, and then they go off of that. You know, they formulate, they do what they got to do.
It's been going on for far too long. On top of that, speaking of the Toys R Us situation, Toys R Us went out of business because they overstocked on one certain thing, and I'll tell you what it is. It was, and they had something before HasLab. They were doing Fable and I were talking about this before. They were making TIE fighters like for the 6-inch figures. TIE fighters, they were like $120 or something like that. I think it was even cheaper than that. They were putting them out on the shelves at Toys R Us for The Last Jedi. They were the wrong TIE fighter. They were the TIE fighters, I don't know what, for Force Awakens for Last Jedi. But they were TIE fighters, like whole sized. I'm like, what the crap? And you're getting it on the shelves, and no one was buying it. Now, they were buying it because Last Jedi sucks, but they didn't touch it. No one touched them, and no one talks about it. That's the worst part. No one talks about they actually had these full-size vehicles, and no one touched them. And they were like, nobody wanted. They had overstocks of them. There were pictures online.
Well, you know what that is?
Just
That's
sitting in the back room.
That's a savvy salesman on their behalf, selling them because, like Robbie said, they're not passionate. They're just trying to move product or whatever. So that was a savvy salesman that came in and said, "The Last Jedi is going to be the biggest movie in the world.
Biggest movie ever.
You're stupid not to get these TIE fighters. All the kids gonna want them." It's like, oh yeah, let me get a
not that TIE fighter.
Regardless of what movie it's attached to, like Star Wars is Star Wars, and a TIE fighter is a TIE fighter. Who gives a fuck if it has the Last Jedi or Empire Strikes Back?
No.
A lot of people do.
They weren't TIE fighters. I'm trying to tell you. They were TIE fighters from Star Wars, the original trilogy of Star Wars.
It would be different.
They would be gone.
Yeah,
they'd have been not only gone, people would still be talking about them. We don't even talk about it. It's not even that was never in the zeitgeist. They were sitting in the back of Toys R Us's for months.
That's the same thing that happened with the Attack of the Clones, right? Because when Phantom Menace came out, you remember those toys came out way before the movie did.
Yep.
We were all there buying those motherfuckers. Yep. I remember hunting down a young Anakin.
Yep.
If knowing what I know now, I would have never wasted time trying to find a young little tiny Anakin. You know what I'm saying? But those figures, it's the same thing happened with Force Awakens. Like those figures came out before the movie, everybody's on them. Then the movie comes out, then it's a little lackluster response. Second movie comes out, nobody cares as much, right? And then that's kind of like, and then they're like, "Oh, we got it, dude. We got it right now." So, Attack of the Clones everywhere, Last Jedi everywhere. Nobody gives a shit about a Rose fucking action figure, man. No. You know, I think I still got some of those motherfuckers.
If Robbie was in charge of buying for Walmart and that guy from Hasbro would have came in and said, "Get these Last Jedi type of," Robbie would have been like, "Get the fuck out of here. Those last two movies tanked. I'll buy a few of them. I'm not gonna buy all
I'm not gonna buy
You should hear me talk to my toy reps now. I'm like, nah, man.
No, thank you.
He's like, really? Everybody has been ordering them. I'm like, nah, not us, man. I'm sorry, dude.
And it happens.
They're already in Walmart right now. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yep. And that's why they crowdfunded.
I didn't like a guy came in the other day. He goes, "Hey, when you guys getting in the Star Wars Skeleton Crew Pops?" I was like, "We're not." He's like, "Why not?" I was like, "I didn't order them." He's like, "Why didn't you order them? That show's good." I was like, "Well, when I ordered them, Acolyte was like crashing and burning when I had to order them." So I was like, "No." And then I looked at the figures and I was like, they were like, "Well, you getting the Black Series figures?" And I was like, "We're getting the Wookiee. What about the others?" I was like, "We're not getting the rest," because I called everybody in the office. I was like, "Tell me if I'm wrong. These just look like regular ass people, man. Nobody's gonna want this shit, right?" Yeah. But at the time, Acolyte was like I said, just fucking tanking, you know. And so like, why would I put any money in Skeleton Crew? I don't give a shit that some people like it. It's Star Wars, man. Like you put out an R2-D2, a Darth Vader. I'll buy them because those will always sell, right? Superman, Flash. Those will sell, right? Yeah. Like those main characters. Yeah. Hell yeah. But man, how many buzz-offs do I need at my shop? You know what I'm saying?
There's a reason that Hasbro, no matter what line they make of Transformers, I don't care if it's the latest cartoon or a G1 thing or whatever, you'll always see Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Starscream, Soundwave, and maybe one other one that I'm not thinking of right now. You'll always see those five.
And never Megatron.
Oh, Megatron. There you go. You'll always see them.
Because you're gonna sell the staples. You're gonna in Marvel Legends. You're gonna see Wolverine. You're gonna see Spider-Man.
Yep.
You're gonna, you know what I'm saying. They're gonna
Todd McFarlane in DC. You're gonna see Batman. You know?
Batman everywhere.
How about a Batman in Arctic camo? We all bought that shit when we were kids. The Kenner collection. Come on, man. I did.
He's gonna make I did. But the thing is, man, you gotta have your staples, yes. Because Target and Walmart, they only have so much shelf life to do it anyway. Like we said before, it's only so much real estate you can put out. Like when you go to Target now, you'll never see a Marvel Legend. They don't sell them because the shelf life for them, they sit there for too long. If it's a peg warmer for certain things, they stay there forever, and they gotta clearance them out, move them out. There's some wrestling figures that do that too.
Yeah,
but at the same time, they're still putting wrestling figures out on the shelves. They're still going because people still buy. They're going to buy The Rock. They're going to buy
the thing is,
they're going to buy John Cena.
Kids like wrestling. kids like wrestling figures.
Kids like wrestling.
Kids don't buy the rest of these figures as much as they need to, right? But that's the reason, like go back to the old Motu days. That's why there was a He-Man and a Skeletor done so often, right? That's why Kenner did so many Batmans. It's because like a kid wants to come in and buy Batman or buy He-Man and Skeletor, right? The kids aren't the ones buying Motu figures right now. Kids aren't the ones buying Transformers and shit like that. No, they're not. They're just not. They're just not. Maybe some kids are, and that's cool, but it's the adult collector. And I think they need to understand that they are going, or maybe they do understand they're going after the adult collector. And we're easy to manipulate through our nostalgia, through what we see on social media, through FOMO, and we're very easy to manipulate. I would give somebody $100 right now for a Prowl figure. You know,
you hear it out there in the chat. Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't pay more than 25 or 30 for a Prowl. So that's why I don't have one.
Dude, I was looking at I'm trying to get all the headmasters, right? And they've made most of them. Like they remade most of them, but there's one in particular. I think his name is Spinister. He's the freaking helicopter. And I cannot find this guy for under $100. And like my nerd brain is saying, "Oh my God, just get it." And my other side of my brain saying, my logical side saying, "But it's $100. Are you fucking nuts? It's a $20 figure." And I have this inner battle with myself all the time, and it sucks, bro. It sucks
painful.
having to choose. Yeah,
I hear you, man. It's a lot of work.
Meanwhile, he'll buy 5 goddamn party wagon fucking Transformers.
Yeah, you gotta have 5. Yeah, James Phelps says, Jelani and Brooks, love y'all's reviews. Appreciate the hard work you put into the videos. Thank you, James. Appreciate you, man. Glad you're here, man. Of course, Chill Out Man's doing his thing. Phelps, Station, happy holidays. Everybody's active in the chat, mostly chill, but I appreciate everyone that is here. This has been a great time so far. I will still want to go ahead and show some more stuff off. So, Jake, show us what you got.
I'll show it to you briefly before the stream. New Age Blaster. I finally transformed into robot mode. So,
he looks nice.
Yeah, he's legend scale, so he's smaller. It's like here's the Cliff Jumper missing link, and this is him.
Okay,
he's nice, good quality plastic. Feels like it's like a mini masterpiece. I mean, definitely worth it. And of course, his little mini bot rewind though. He's so little that he's just like crap though.
So tiny.
But yeah, he's so tiny and
he's
skinny. But here's that missing link, Cliff Jumper. So he's got all this. He's got 2 weapons that are chromed.
Dang.
He's got ankle articulation. He's got knees, thighs, hips. He doesn't like turn or anything, but head does.
Hey, but does this one kill Starscream? I don't know if that one kills Starscream or not.
Nah.
Just checking.
But yeah.
Thank you, man. Very, very nice. I'll go back up to Brooks. Brooks, show us what you got.
Shotgun a couple of them. So this one is one of my favorites. It's Bruce Lee.
That's that Bruce Lee. He's been in a few of our videos.
Yeah, like
nice.
He's the Diamond Select
one. He's one of the best. And also, there's another guy that I picked up a while back. This is a Bill Hicks figure from like
you got the comedian set.
It's Bill Hicks.
Mike the Voice was talking about that.
Exactly. He ordered he has a little mic stand too, so you can have him like doing his act. Like eventually, I want to make him a little stage so it can be like doing like his routine and like have a bunch of like weird figures, watching him. But yeah, like he's probably one of my favorite comics. So like I was glad that I managed to get him too.
Nice. I love that you're getting these like real life people figures, man. The Tupac, the freaking Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Like the Kirby figure, like a bolt of inspiration hit me. I was like, oh,
it's like I want to do this. You've done great theme, man. It's a good theme. I like that. A good Christmassy theme too. No, I'm kidding. You've done well. I like that. What, Robbie?
I showed off my Destro, and I said this was my second favorite G.I. Joe character. So I also got now my second, and I only have 2 of these motherfuckers, but this is my second G.I. Joe figure I bought this year, and it's my third favorite character, and it's Cobra Commander. And it's the new
Yeah,
retro card one they did with the chrome
He's the
faceplate.
He's
So
the best.
I figured that these two are all I need.
No, you need Baroness, bro.
No, you need Baroness.
Well, now I need Baroness, and now I need Storm Shadow, and now I need the twins, and
Snake Eyes, the
and
twins.
my first. You know who my first favorite GI Joe character is?
Who?
Serpentor, and good luck on that, right?
Cobra.
Yeah.
I should have got that
Serpentor
shit back
when
in the
it came
day.
out.
Yeah, I
All
should have
purple.
got that when it came out because that was always one of my favorites when I was a kid.
He's
But
awesome.
Cobra Commander. I mean, like, and it's all influenced by the new comic books, right? But like, I had to get these two, man. I fucking had to, man.
Well done. I like those, man, a lot. Like, I opened that Cobra Commander and that shiny mask. Oh my gosh. Like, it reflects. And I took a picture with it and had my face in it. And I was like, oh, yeah. I wanted to get like a Duke or a Snake Eyes and take a picture with it in that frame and put it on as like a some kind of banner or something for our page. I've been working on that for a while now. It's hard to take pictures. I don't know. I need a photographer that just takes our stuff. It's a lot easier.
I think you know a professional photographer. So
yeah, every time I ask him to do something, he's like, "No, I just want to be."
Well, he doesn't like photographing toys so much, right? Like,
no, he doesn't. He cannot stand it. No, I've tried. Trust me. I want him to do our house tour, and he was like, "No, man, I just want to be on the videos." Man, whatever.
I got something that encapsulates our conversation a little bit.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
You want to show us what you got?
Yeah, I'll show it off. Robbie,
Show us what you got.
He's got to transform in Wii.
Please.
Well, I've been trying to collect Transformers always, but Transformers based on comic book characters, right? Soundwave mentioned Tarn, and I've been trying to get like characters like that, characters that originate from the comic books. Mm-hmm. And there's one character that originated from the comic books, but when they made his figure Under Siege, he didn't look like his comic book counterpart. Well, what did Hasbro do? They retooled him, recolored him,
of course,
put him in a 2-pack to make it more expensive, and then sold it as an exclusive. And my dumbass got it.
That's how it works, man.
About Legacy United Impactor, man.
Are you serious?
If you know anything about the comic books, you know that this guy, I think he's in the UK comics. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
If you know.
He's UK, I believe.
but
He's part of the records.
This guy didn't come out like this originally.
No.
He had a different chest piece. This is more in line, and the head sculpt is more in line with his comic book. So I'm glad that I passed on the original Impactor, or I would have been like really pissed off. And I guess this little dinosaur thing it comes with is pretty cool, but
I think that can transform. Like you can take the dinosaur pieces and stick them on him as extra weapons and stuff.
Yeah, this is everything we hate in a box.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I have the other two Impactors they released before that, but I don't have that one because I didn't want to triple dip.
That's what I mean. I would have been so upset because I'm the guy that wants the accuracy, right? I'm the idiot that wants the accuracy. So if I would have got that Siege Impactor, I would have thought I was done.
Yeah.
And then somebody happens to mention, well, no, I mean the chest is different, the colors are off, and I'm like, God damn it. What did I do?
You would have hated that Cobra Commander then. No, I once was a man. Oh yeah, you've been super pissed.
So I saved on this,
yeah.
But this is an example of everything we're talking about and why it works for them because I bought it.
Fair enough. That sounds fair. All right, I'm gonna do mine next. I think I'm going to me too much because I got a lot of stuff, but I will show off these things. Now I got these from Big Bad Toy Store like last year. We never reviewed them, and I wanted to show them off now. Let me do a better way to do this. I got a Jolly Santa from Naughty and Nice from Big Bad Toy Store. He's a jolly black Santa Claus. I was gonna get the Barbarian Santa Claus, but he's a deluxe figure at $50. I was like, I'll wait. I might wait to get that. And then I got the other favorite thing I got was a Krampus. And the Krampus is somehow the same price, but it was a deluxe figure. It came with like a cloth green cape and this cloth bag, and it has coal, a plate of coal,
That's
and
awesome.
a glass of milk, and some other stuff in the bag.
That's
It's
crazy.
so insane.
I love
It's
it.
like a wrap up thing. I was so excited to get these, and I was gonna review them, but I kept just holding.
Is that like how? Is that from that movie? Is that like his?
No, this is just a Krampus.
that's
That,
just a
like it was
Krampus.
a crowdfunding thing that
Okay.
Big Bad Toy Store did, and they have new figures now. They have like tons of different reindeer and elves and even kids. They have like little kids that are receiving gifts on Christmas. So they're doing like a whole Christmas thing. I think they even have a whole sleigh on there now. But like
They do a nativity scene.
yeah, they got little pieces of coal for him. I was like, oh my god, and a little black present. I guess it's more coal in there. And the Jolly Santa comes with a present as well.
That's awesome.
And
Dude.
he comes with a list. They both come with lists. So I guess this is the naughty list. And then Krampus has that was the nice list. This is the naughty list. I think they're the same list.
Man, you'll literally buy anything, won't you, Jelani?
Yeah. In fact, I was gonna get the Jesus figures. I really
Dude, I saw this on Facebook or something again the other day. You remember that Jesus Transformer or whatever?
Yes.
The cross. I kind of want that.
I
That
want
is so
that. It looks
sacrilegious.
cool.
Don't do it, bro. You're gonna get
Yeah.
cursed or something.
You'll fall. Yeah, you'll fall in a rabbit hole.
Somebody sent me that because they know I love Transformers, and I was like, dude, no.
You're like, return to sender. He
I want
sprinkled
both
holy
that
water on it.
It's crazy. But yeah, it's amazing what kind of toys they had. But yeah, I bought those last year. I was gonna, like I said, review them. But I wanted the Barbarian Santa because he has like a polar bear hat that he slayed a polar bear and made it his hat. And he's like bare chested and he's got a big axe.
Damn, man. He heel turned against Coca-Cola and killed the fucking polar bear, man.
Yep. As he should. But yeah, it reminds me of Violent Night, which I need to watch again. With what's his name? David Harbour.
Yeah, Die Hard with Santa.
Die Hard with Santa. That's all that movie is. It's awesome. But yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see. Any other topics you guys want to bring up? Anything you want to talk about?
How about what you're looking forward to next year that's coming out, that's been announced? Anybody got anything on that?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I said before, I'll start like Nemesis, which is Holocaust, and also the crowdfunded Sentinel that's coming. It wasn't even crowdfunded. They just dropped it on the website, and they were
Talking about the X-Men 97 one?
X-Men 97 Sentinels.
Yeah.
I'm getting one, at least one, but I
What
should.
size is it?
Oh,
It's like 18, 20, something like that. Yeah.
20 feet, something like that. He's pretty.
So is it about the size of the old Build-A-Figure one then?
Yeah, probably something
Maybe that's
comparable to that.
It might be comparable to that. Yeah. But I can't wait for that. I need to get to.
If his chest doesn't pop off and you can hide a figure inside of it, I don't give a shit, right? That's the X-Men 97 Sentinel to me.
I only get
Which I have the vintage one.
This boy.
That one.
This
There
boy.
you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Soundwave. What were you showing off?
No, I was just showing how I never triple dipped on the impactors, but I have the other two.
That's
This one
even
came out first. When it has that crappy head. Then they came out another one that has a more accurate head, but not the accurate chest. You see how they just slowly give you something.
Yeah.
Then they do the 2-pack with the accurate chest and head.
And that is how they fuck you.
And this one has an Autobot logo.
Lord.
This one has a Decepticon.
But like he gets the correct chest,
Yeah.
like his chest plate's way better. That's so weird. Why would you take 3 of those? I guess money.
Because they know, man. They know we're gonna
Money.
do it, bro. They
They have to do it. We gotta.
They
we
know
gotta-
there's like 100 people that remember Impactor, first of all. And they're going to milk what they can out of them.
Yep. Like I gotta sell it. It's gotta be sold. All right.
Because I'm sitting here now going, who the fuck is Impact?
Right.
Right.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
He's a comic from the UK. Like, what the crap?
Even UK people don't know who the fuck I'm talking
They're
about.
like, who is that?
Even Simon Furman's like, who?
Yeah.
Who's that, mate? Who's that?
Jeez.
Oh, don't know who that is, Mike.
God. All right. And so let's see. I guess Brooks, yeah. You did you say what you wanted in the future? We didn't ask what you wanted in the future or
What are you excited about that you know is coming?
Well, like I do like the Nemesis set from Legends looks pretty nice. But probably the thing I most look forward to these days is Turtles of Grayskull and Origins too. Like I hope they do more Origins. Like I don't know what they have slated for next year as far as like the cartoon collection and stuff. But like I hope they keep making them because like I've really been liking them so far.
They're going into She-Ra territory for sure. Because
we need more She-Ra.
I just had to do a big order, and Bo's a part of it.
Nice.
It's a lot of She-Ra figures. So
you guys like the cartoon version? I was in Target and they had like a what's He-Man's name as a person?
Prince Adam
and Cringeor double pack.
Yeah, the 2-pack.
But they look like straight out the cartoon.
Yep.
Like
like I've seen those at Target, but
he's
they're
got
coming
a
in the shop,
hinge
so I haven't
wrist.
bought them yet.
Yeah, they finally gave him a hinge wrist so he can say by the power of Grayskull and actually
you
hold
guys messing with any of those?
I got that pack.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
Man.
I only buy vintage Motu Fable, unless it's an expensive vintage one, and then I'll buy the Origins. So like I have the Ninjor, I got Clamp Champ, I got Randor, I got Scareglow, because those are figures that cost like a couple $100, you know.
Really expensive.
Yeah, they're really expensive. They're just like placeholders for now. I don't get the cartoon ones, but they are cool. I do like them.
Tila's the best to me.
But I just can't commit to them. But like, dude, I love the Mantenna because that's like a very like, man, I remember being a kid and being like, I love this Mantenna figure, but because I love the Horde, but I'm like, this doesn't look like the cartoon at all. What the fuck is this dude, right?
Yeah.
And the Mantenna for the cartoon collection looks pretty fucking sweet.
We reviewed
Like
it.
how it looks
They're
like
really
the
fucking y'all though with
Funimation.
Turtles of Grayskull though, because they're just gonna keep putting out fucking bullshit turtles.
Mhm.
And then the Clamp Champ looks bullshit, but then the Ninjor is badass. He's like a dragon.
Yeah,
It's so fucking cool looking, man.
Yep. They're double dipping on the turtles. It's so weird. They're like, we got to make.
They're
statements.
triple dipping on some of those. This is gonna be the third Leo,
It'll be a
right?
third video.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. And I'm like,
The only difference is like he has hook swords instead of regular swords.
And the
Right.
fucked up thing is they still haven't done all the figures.
nope.
They still haven't done all the original figures, man. Like, and they're already going into that.
And they're not the only company producing turtles. That's the other thing. There's like 4 other companies doing turtles right now.
Oh,
too.
that's the other thing. I don't know if this has been announced, but like, I guess it probably has been announced because if I know about it, then I'm sure people really into the toy industry know it. But kind of by way of Turtles of Grayskull, they're doing a He-Man Thundercats crossover.
What?
So what I had to order recently was a He-Man that looks like a Lion-O type thing, right?
Jeez.
And then like, so there's Motu characters and there's Thundercats characters, and it's like a crossover of sorts. So I had to order the first 2 waves of those already. And
That's crazy.
yeah,
And that's 2 months ago, they showed off the Thundercats logo at some comic convention. And so I forgot all about that though.
and one of the shitty parts of the industry is I have to order them based on what it says they are and not like looking at pictures or anything like that. But it sounds like that's going to be pretty fucking sweet, dude. I might have to get those ones. I avoided the Turtles of Grayskull, luckily, man, because some of those, that Shredder in particular is badass, dude. Or not the Shredder, but the Skeletor
too.
Shredder.
Skeletor's awesome.
The Skeletor is
He's got
so
chunks,
badass.
man.
Well, I like that Bebop and Rocksteady mashup that they had. These guys.
Yeah, but
Bebop
all those
Steady.
were fucking exclusives, right? And just ask these
I
2
saw
guys,
it.
right?
We
That was
reviewed it
frustrating.
on our channel. It's called Go Figure Reviews.
But that was frustrating, like having to fucking find all those exclusives to different stores, weren't they?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god, that's
Walmart,
frustrating.
Walmart,
I wish I
Target.
would have known. I would have.
And it's a build-a-figure. And
Yep.
it's a build-a-figure. What the
Yeah, the Target ones were fucking metal bottle pieces.
That's some Metal Bottle pieces. Yeah, we finally completed Metal Bottle, but we had to wait like a whole year to get all the pieces.
I would like them to do Thundercats, but not Super 7.
Yeah.
Like I would like another company to do it. Like Super 7 is they're good, but you can't find that shit anywhere. You gotta order that.
I got words for Super 7,
Yeah.
man. I got a lot of words for
Super 7 used to be really good, and now they're really kind of, I think, kind of overpriced for what they are, man.
They're overpriced and under-articulated figures.
Yep.
They're very like, why do you make Silverhawks the regular version and then make the shiny version that everyone would want after that months later?
Anything we've been talking about all night long.
And they're
You buy them at the first, and then you're like, fuck, now they're shiny?
now they're shiny.
They're higher
My first set.
And then just wait, because then they're going to be like, oh, here are the ones that you squeeze their fucking legs and their arms pop out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they're going to be like,
manager.
oh, we got access to the original molds. We're going to recreate. Like, that's why I think I love that you guys are giving respect to Jada Toys this year, especially because they're the Mega Man toys, the Street Fighter toys are great. But man, I still think Playmates is one of the best, man. Like, just fucking recast the same fucking molds.
That's it.
You know what turtles people want. You know what I'm saying?
Get
And
the
make them
turtles.
cheap and just fucking put them out there. They're doing the same thing with their Star Trek shit. You know, a little bit of different molds or whatever. And then, there's this thing, right? Which I still have an open mind. And it's like 20% smaller. But do you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to find a vintage Technodrome complete? How expensive that would be?
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
For $80, I'll take this right now. And it's a good placeholder, man.
I'm still mad that it's
And
that
the pizza
small.
tosser was fucking dope. And I still am missing a
Damn,
fucking
they
pizza.
had that at Target too. I was so tempted, man. I was so tempted.
If you get one, send me one of the pizzas, because that one night, Two Gun Pedro's like, when I'm shooting them off, he's like, "You're gonna lose those," and I was like, "No, I'm not. I've lost one of them. I have no idea where. It's just gotta be in this fucking small ass room."
It's insane, and that's a tiny room. Yeah. But that's cool, man. I mean, I do need to get that. And I need to get the sewer taxi.
It's like a kid's bedroom apartment size. You know, it's the second bedroom in an apartment. It's big enough. But how did I lose one of those fucking pizzas? And I've only shut that shit off one time. I know, dude. Remember when you're kids, you're just like, well, here's my pizza tosser.
Thing that happened. It was like, oh shit, where are my pizzas?
You try to put your pogs in there.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I miss. I miss so much. I was such a playset vehicle guy. Like, I love the figures. Don't get it twisted, but the things that they can drive, I used to love those things so much.
Yeah.
And it's
What's
so
the best
sucky,
piece
man.
of the Motu collection? Castle Grayskull.
Castle Grayskull.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Like absolutely, dude. Like,
you gotta get a play set.
oh,
When I saw that Super 7 Thunder Tank, it looked so beautiful, but the price was outrageous.
The HasLab price.
Mm-hmm. Now, this has been a great stream, by the way. We've had some great conversation. I'm glad that all of you guys are here. This is kind of
what I'm looking forward to next year, Jelani, that I know is coming out real
You
quick.
didn't say that? You didn't say it already?
Me and Fable have, and I don't think Soundwave has either.
I was going to ask a question, but
I am really fucking pumped to finally get like Devastator, right? Like, because like I said, I'm a little bit later to the game. I'm super pumped for Devastator. Superion, that's fucking dope. And here's a character I don't even fucking know shit about, but it's badass. That fucking Star Optimus Prime thing they got coming out. And like, so they're like shrinking down the Titans class, right? So they're making it like $150 or whatever. So it's a little bit smaller. I think it's like 18 inches or something.
It's like a play set.
Yeah, but that thing is bad.
What?
Ass, man.
Yeah,
Have you not seen that? That thing's,
Oh,
I think,
man.
that's from like, I think somebody said that's like the Japanese stuff, right?
It's anime as F, and anime Transformers are my jam now, man. I love Armada. I love anything that looks super anime, man, from Transformers.
It comes with a little mini hot rod that you go in the car, man the gun.
Really?
Optimus Prime is like a play set. He opens
Dude,
up.
look it up,
comes
man.
with a
It's
little base.
badass. Yeah,
I'll look it up.
it's so fucking sweet. It looks
Like a
so
big
sharp.
truck.
And it's like one of the best looking. It just looks so fucking good. Like, it just looks amazing. I know shit about that character, and I'm like, I might spend $150 on that motherfucker, dude. I'm so excited, dude.
Oh, he's
But
awesome.
I think Transformers is finally like, we're finally getting Ramjet, so that's gonna be fucking cool. But like the Devastator, I'm really pumped for, man. Really, really pumped for.
I am too. I cannot wait to get all those pieces, and it's gonna take probably a year or two. I had this
All of them in 2025, they said.
Yes.
I think they said all of Superion and all of Devastator will be in 2025. And then they're even starting Bruticus in 2025.
Yeah, Vortex
And-
comes out. next
Yeah,
year.
and it's like the Minosaur thing, right? Where they're like, it's not like they're not like true combiners where like they clip on like Power Rangers and shit like that, where there's like a frame and
There's
then
a
you add
frame
on to the
system,
frame.
yeah.
But it makes the actual end result look more accurate, right? Like to the cartoon or something like that. And the
Well,
cool thing about the Devastators, it's 86, right? And
Yeah.
I'm just so fucking pumped for that, man.
yeah.
We gotta have an 86 Devastator. And how did he fit? How the crap did he fit in the triple changer guy? In the shuttle. How the crap did that happen? Astro Train? He was
Oh,
talking
Astro
about
Train.
Astro Train.
Yeah,
Where they were
mass-
fighting to be the
Mass
leader.
shifting. That's what they
Mass
call it.
shifting, dude.
That's what
Did
they
you know
do.
anything about the lore? Come on, man. Astro Train is badass, though, man. I have an Astro Train that I absolutely
Yeah.
love.
I do too.
So I'm glad I have the Springer now. I have a Blitzwing, have Sandstorm. So I don't know. When I was a kid, I even got I'm getting a Quake just because I loved Target Masters when I was a kid. Like I just thought that shit was cool. It's
That's
a
how it's
terrible
done,
looking
man.
fucking figure. Like the alt mode
Yeah,
is
the figure's not
terrible, dude. But
Yeah.
it's a Target Master. I'm going for it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I'm with you though. My number
You're my
one
favorite.
is definitely Superion, the aerial bots. I've been wanting that so long because I love that War Dawn episode. That's the episode where they show where Orion Pax turns into Optimus Prime in the original cartoon.
Mhm.
And I have most of the characters that were in that episode. I have Orion Pax. I have was it Dion? What's his name? Dion.
Dion.
Neon Dion.
Dion, whatever. And I even have the damn Omega Supreme that's blue and white. That's supposed to be the Guardians, right? Like how they look on Cybertron. So all I'm missing is the aerial bots because the aerial bots are the ones that went back in time and saw all of that happen. So it's so awesome that we're getting them, man. That's my besides Devastator. I mean, I need a Devastator like like yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna get the Combiner Wars Devastator, and then you read about all the problems that it was having, and
Yeah.
this one seems like it's
Yeah.
gonna be more of a solid piece. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just excited to fucking have it, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
finally a Devastator. Like I feel like that's the last piece I need, but it's not.
Let's get right.
There's always somebody else.
Yeah, you gotta get
There's always
Bruticus, and they gotta do Predaking again.
Computron.
Do all those.
I draw the line at the Pretenders, though. But then Michael Mercy just released his new video today of the 89 Transformers. And I was like, God damn, that's fucking that Starscream Pretender's pretty fucking dope. And then he was showing the Ultra Pretenders where there's a case for the case, then the case changes into another thing, and then the thing inside the case, and then they fucking ride into the oh god. Some of those are pretty fucking dope, to be honest with you. But the Pretenders suck. Let's just be honest, right? Like, let's
They
just-
do. They do.
As you find them. Yes. All right. Well, what I was gonna say was,
What about Soundwave? What are you looking forward to that you know is coming out?
Did we ask you? We didn't ask you.
No.
Go ahead, man. Soundwave.
Well, it's the same thing that's already been said. Devastator, Superion, all that. I mean, they showed off 2 more of the Constructicons today on
Yeah.
Instagram. It's a Hook and Long Haul. Of course, everybody's already bitching about it too, but you know.
Yeah, of course.
I know,
Right?
man.
But, I mean, they look cool. I mean, the Long Haul, the Combiner Wars Devastator. I mean, the finished mode as Devastator isn't bad looking. It's just the individual modes suck. And Long Haul is like a big, wide, beefy. You know, it's been a KFC one too many times, and they try to do a lot of it all in one, and it just, you know, if you fart too heavy next to it, you know, too hard, he's gonna fall apart, untab and stuff. But no, Superion looks good. I like Superion.
I like that analogy, by the way. Other people would have been like, if you breathe too hard, but you're like, if you fart too hard.
No, I rattle the farts off more than I breathe. So. It gets loud and it gets proud down here.
Technically, farting is breathing if you think about it, right?
Massive breathing on him.
Breathing.
He's
through your
not
butt.
bad. Look, I even got the KO version that's undersized that scales with the other combiners, like Combiner Wars combiners. And
Nice. Oh,
it's, I mean, some of the individual bots, like Scrapper, didn't have elbows, so he's just
right.
he's got short arms. It doesn't look right. And Long Haul has elbows, but they bend out to the sides, not frontwards. It's all messed up.
Oh yeah.
Something new, better scale with the individual bots. So I'm looking forward to that.
But what's dope is like Robbie said, the framing of it. Because of that frame, you get to pose the fucking combiner in the craziest poses, which you could never
like
get
Furion,
with any of that other stuff. Yeah.
Be more stable, more posable. Like Minosaur.
Yeah.
Tried to pose the Combiner Wars, they just fall over, fall apart.
Right.
Floppy messes.
Yeah.
Speaking of floppy messes, Jelani, did you want to continue your show now?
Oh, sure. No, good question though. I like that question. The whole question I was going to ask was,
hold up, man, you forgot something.
Of course I did.
I'm kidding.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm just interrupting you.
There was
we didn't ask Chill Out Man what he was looking for.
What do you got?
He already said Hot Wheels. What was the we'll start with Brooks. We'll go around so it's more easy. It's easier to do. What was the figure or playset that you had as a kid that you were excited to get at Christmas? Like at Christmas time, like when you opened it, you were like, "Oh my god!"
I got
and like freaked out as a kid. What is that? What is that toy? Or did you have that toy?
Well, not like when I was like a really, really young. Like I remember I got Castle Grayskull, but like it was so long ago, I don't actually remember getting it. I just remember that I had it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, like I didn't get a whole lot of play sets like after that, really. Like the only thing that would come close would probably have been that Sentinel. That was like the closest thing to like a playset type thing that I would have gotten like as a gift back as a kid. But yeah, Castle Grayskull would probably, I'm sure like as a kid I was excited to get it, but I just don't remember being excited to get it.
Okay. Well, you were just like, thanks. And then
I'm sure that was the best day of your life, Brooks. Getting Castle Grayskull on Christmas. Jesus.
Yeah. Did not freak out. That's weird, man. You're weird.
My Christmas Motu memory, like, because I got a Snake Mountain, but it wasn't for Christmas, right? I never had Grayskull when I was a kid. But I remember my grandmother got me the Land Shark vehicle with Skeletor, right? And I thought that was badass. And then we go to my other grandmother's house, my granny, and she had got me the same thing. And I opened it up and I went, "Oh, grandma already got me this." And I handed it back to her. My mom smacked the shit out of me, bro. That's my Motu Christmas memory.
Good job. Good job. Oh, I have a good Christmas and a terrible Christmas, but this is a side point. But Soundwave, what was yours, man? What was your one that made you freak out? That you can remember.
Fortress Maximus in Transformers in '87. I got him for Christmas, and he was like $90 back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like a playset. Yeah, all those doors, ramps. You put all the little Transformers in them. Got 2 headmasters. Yeah, I was probably getting that. That's probably that in '86 Christmas though. I just got a crap ton of Transformers, like Galvatron, Optimus. I got a whole bunch of them.
That was a year of Transformers, right?
Yeah.
'86.
Yeah, I go through my like pictures, and I got like everybody. I got like the Stunticons around me. I got some Combaticons. I got the Protectobots. I got Galvatron, Cup, Hot Rod, Rodimus Prime, Ultra Magnus.
Wow.
Blur. I got like a whole bunch of them.
That one Christmas ruined your life.
Now
you're spending a bunch of money
for every Christmas. '87, I got Fortress Maximus and a few Transformers. Yes, Fort Max cost so much money. So
yeah, it's like you get that first hit and you're chasing it the rest of your life.
That's it.
Right?
That's what we're doing here, man. That's why we're here. Exactly. Fable, what about you, man?
Oh man, this is a good one for me because the one that I remember that I got that I was salivating over was the Defiant, the G.I. Joe Defiant. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah.
But I got like a picture of it here.
I think it's huge.
Oh, the space shuttle.
The fucking shuttle, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This
Nice.
thing is hands down, in my opinion, the greatest playset ever released. I mean, this thing was a tank. It was a huge tank. Had 2 space shuttles on it, 2 of them. And they both opened and they both had things to them. And then the tank itself had areas where you could put G.I. Joes everywhere. It had a crank, so you could crank it up so that it goes up like that, like the space shuttles to launch. This thing was fucking amazing. And the box was like 4 feet tall. And I was like 4 feet tall. So this thing was as big as I was.
Do you have any of it now?
Huh?
Do you have any of it now?
Oh no, I don't know where that thing went, bro. I don't know where that thing went, but it was freaking amazing. And my parents used to buy Christmas presents early, right? Like mid-November maybe. So they bought it for me, but they couldn't hide it from me because the box was already done.
Yeah.
So I had to look at this thing for a month before I could open it. It was so torturous, but it was so worth it. And you know what's crazy? That thing was $100.
Wow.
$100. That thing would easily be $1,400 today.
Yep.
Easily.
The only Joe fans that would disagree with you are all those rich pricks who had a fucking USS flag.
Flag? I think the flag is so overrated.
It has now been 39 years since I did not get the flag.
We got one at the shop one time, complete.
What a
Like we went to a
damn
guy's house and bought it from him, and we put it together and had all the Joes on it. It was great. It sold within like 6 hours, and it was cool. But like, what do you do with that thing, man? You're a kid. Like it fills up your whole fucking bedroom, man. Like what are you supposed to do with that, man? It's cool though. It is dope.
I saw
run the planes down the
3 or 4
road
times. Toys R Us.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I had a friend who had the Defiant, man. I used to go over his house all the time. It was probably one of those kids I didn't really like either, but he had cool toys, you know. So you'd go to his house to play with them.
Dude, it had so many play features. It was insane. It could easily fit more than, I would say, at least 50 Joes. Like it had pegs. You know how they used to have pegs, so you could peg them into the little things and have little computer areas, and you could put people in. I didn't have enough Joes to fill this thing out. That's how insane this thing was. The flag to me was like it's a little overrated. It's a platform with a damn little whatever tower thing on the side.
That sounds like someone who's bitter that it's been 30 something years since they didn't get the fucking USS flag.
Dude, I've been
39 years.
I've been watching Toy Federation, and I've seen a few times where they brought the flag in, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, that dipshit friend of mine who had the fucking Defiant also had the Terror Drome.
Terror Drone's number 2, bro.
That was fucking sweet too, dude.
That's what we played with.
Yeah, and then the very first G.I. Joe thing, the pit was like, that's it.
That's
right. He had that one too. I was like, oh, that's
Terror Drome was freaking amazing. My cousin had the Terror Drome. I used to go to his house just to play with that thing, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Terror Drome was awesome, man. I love it. Yeah. Oh my god, all the turrets. All those things you can put the shit. Oh yeah, the thing open. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I love that thing. I wish I'd had it as a kid. I want it now, but can't. I have no room for it. There's no room in this house. And Robbie, you already said yours, right?
No, I mentioned the Motu story, but no, the most exhilarated I've ever been opening up a present for Christmas would have been when I got my Super Nintendo. That was a big day. But shortly after that, and this is crazy because it's actually the toy line that got me into vintage toy collecting, and I've gotten rid of, for the most part, every single piece that I ever recollected. But Power Rangers, one Christmas, I remember it was like 93, 94, I guess, when the Thunder Megazords were first. Like, it's a brand new series. It's the second season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Tommy's the White Ranger. They got the Thunder Megazords. Yeah. I got the Red Dragon, the Thunder Zord Assault Team, and the White Tiger Zord all on the same fucking Christmas.
Nice.
Like my grandparents, my moms got together. They fucking figured that shit out. Bruh. I remember being so damned excited for that. Like, just like losing my fucking mind. That Christmas was really good. So as far as toys goes, that was a big deal. That one was pretty cool. That was super cool.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And okay then. Well, and I like Power Rangers, but not to that extent. I guess it didn't hit me the right way.
I was just so into it, man. I'm like 12, 13. I don't know why. I mean, I started waking up earlier. This is the first time in my life where I consciously woke up earlier so that I could watch something, right? Because it was on at 7 a.m. and you had to be at school at 8, right? And usually I'd wake up at 7, get ready, and go to school. But I would like start waking up at like 6:30 so I could get ready, so I could watch fucking Power Rangers, and then fucking I fucking loved it, dude. I loved it so much. And Power Rangers was a big deal. And what's crazy is that as that vintage toy collecting gave way to me going earlier in my childhood, right, to when I was like a true child, y'all know me. I started buying vintage Motu and Turtles, right? Mm-hmm. And now that's kind of taken over, and like the Power Ranger stuff was just all over the place, and I never used it anymore. And then I bought a Starscream figure. and that signified the end of my Power Ranger collecting. So,
Did you get?
but y'all
rid of
remember
all
I
the-
had a lot of Zords, man, from series I didn't even fucking know about or watch. Like I had a room full of Power Ranger toys, and I've pretty much gotten rid of them.
Got rid of them. Okay.
That
'Cause, yeah, I
works.
remember when you were going through
You
that.
gotta
phase.
grow up somewhere.
Yeah,
To get more toys.
you got to grow up and be pissed off at Hasbro for the rest of your adult life now. So.
That's right. Yep. Well, for me, easily, and I'm mad I don't have any of these now. It was 89. It was the Christmas of 89. So Toy Biz had just come out with all of the Batman stuff. And I had my parents bought me every Batman figure from Toy Biz that they had. Batman, Joker, Robin,
And Bob the Goon.
Bob the Goon.
I got them all right there on card.
I had 2 Bob the Goons because my parents thought that I needed troop builders for some reason.
Did you get all 3 Batman? Remember
I got
how
all
there's
3
3 Batman? Yeah.
Yep. I got the Bat Cave. I got the Batmobile. I had the Batwing. I got it all in one. Now
That Toy Biz Batwing is still one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the
I wish I
suction
could.
cups and
I
all that.
have the Batwing, but it has no wings. The wings broke over time. Kind of sucked. But it is what it is. But the funny part about all of that is, like you said, Fable, your parents buy things early. My parents took me to Toys R Us, made me pick out what I wanted for Christmas.
Yeah, same here.
Said, hey, we're going to ship these to Santa so he can send them to you.
Yeah.
And proceeded to put them in the living room under a sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to come in from school every day, look at the sheet, look at the table, and in the living room, mind you. So in the front door, when you walk in the front door, it's the living room, table, sheet, toys.
Right.
That's when I knew there wasn't a Santa Claus for real. I'm guessing. That is also when I
don't think my parents even try to pull that on me. I don't think they have ever tried.
They're like, we work too hard for this shit. We're not fucking letting some white dude take the fucking credit.
Not at all. So what happened was, that night or that Christmas morning, I still woke up and I went to sleep like normal, and I was all excited though. I couldn't sleep the way I wanted to, and I slept. But then I slept and woke up, and the table was gone, the sheets were gone. They were all under the tree wrapped.
Yep.
So every last one of them was wrapped. And I ran up and I opened them like it was Christmas morning.
Like a freaking rabbit ass Santa.
I was
those toys were fucking dope, dude, because we hadn't had Batman figures since Superpowers, right? Yep. And Superpowers, it's so crazy, but 84 to 89 felt like a long time when we were kids in the 80s, it felt like it had been forever, dude. And that movie hit so hardcore. That's why I collected them. I have the Batmobile now. I don't have the Batwing. I do have the Joker mobile, which is one of my favorite things. That's actually right back there. That Toy Biz line was so great. And then they very quickly lost the line. And then Kenner did the Dark Knight collection and just fucking slaughtered everything Toy Biz did, honestly. That Joker figure with the changing face where you put water on it or whatnot. Oh my God, I love that figure. I got one still. They did the Batmobile from Batman Returns. The Bat Missile that was split apart. I got that. I love those figures. That Toy Biz, though, that shit was dope because at that one time, Toy Biz was making Marvel and DC figures. And it was just such a brief period. And out of all the others, so they did the Batman figures, but then they did Penguin and Two-Face and Mr. Freeze and Robin and Riddler.
Wonder Woman too, didn't they?
Yeah, then they did all the rest of them, right? So I got a Hawkman, but I still want that Superman with the kryptonite ring, and I got the Lex Luthor, which that was the peg warmer in that series, right? They had a Aquaman, Green Lantern, and they were just reusing. And what Kenner did was particular, but they're just redoing the Superpowers figures, which I think is one of the greatest toy lines of all time. Yep. Right? All my Superpowers are back there, and I got a pretty impressive collection of that, but I was talking to Brooks about it. I was like, it'll never be complete. He's like, why not? I was like, do you know how much a Plastic Man, a Cyborg, and an Orion would cost me? So I started showing him, and Brooks was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then
None of them touched that fucking Scratch.
yeah, Scratch from TMNT. I showed him that one. I was like, you
Yep.
want to know what the most expensive TMNT figure is?
But I had to grab it real quick. This is
No.
my Batwing. This is the last of the remnants.
Oh, nice. I had that all because that's the one with the handle, right?
Yeah.
And
drip
like,
stuff.
It's like
he would
full
have
on-
he has the scissor action in the front, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And the suction cups would pop
So
out.
like it had suction cup shooters. This is my original. This is the one my parents gave me.
It had a
I
canopy
tore the
too,
same
right?
one. Yeah, it had a trigger, but I can't like bring it back. That sucks. But yeah, it had a trigger. It's a freaking gun. But the wings, of course, are gone. And I hate the wings are gone. Oh.
That's
And-
the best Batwing they've ever done, dude. I
This
used to
is the
play
best
with
Batwing.
that,
It
and like
really is.
I would like throw it up against my light, like it's that moment in the movie where he like goes up to the moon and makes the bat symbol. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole reason to have this one. That's the whole point. It kind of sucks, man. I wish.
No, it was genius to put a gun handle on it. That was like the most.
Yeah.
genius move,
It's like they do with a Talon fighter.
Yeah, it makes you think of Captain Power, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Right?
it does. That was Captain Power one too. Yeah, ages ago when we thought Captain Power was going to go somewhere. I never saw that show.
I had VHSs of it. That's what I used to play with. Yeah.
And you had to like use the toy itself interacted with the VHS tape.
It did. The
It was-
VHS tape would like flash lights
Flash.
or something, and if you hit it at the same time, like it would read it, and it would like you'd get hit, and it would pop. I don't know. It was some weird shit. You could also play them with each other. It was basically like really shitty laser tag.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Do you remember those? Did anybody ever have those laser tag
Yes.
things that you'd buy? They were like little fucking.
I had laser tag. And I only
I had
had
laser
one.
tag and photon. Was it photon? The other
Photon
one?
was the other one.
Yeah.
I had
And
both.
the helmet.
I think I
those-
had Photon first. I think that
Yeah,
one
Photon was
was
first, I think.
Yeah, I think
And
Photon
then
was
laser
first.
tag. But like, I mean, they both came out kind of similar, like the same time.
Yeah.
Fable, you got to come down here so we can all go to laser tag together. I think there's still one place that does it around here. I think I'm not sure, but
Stars
All
were
right.
bright.
If you could do laser tag while like a laser show was going on, like a Pink Floyd laser
Oh,
show
God,
going
it
on
just
while you're
go
playing
off.
laser
oh, in
tag.
our town, do you remember when Qzar popped up? Man, Qzar was the fucking shit,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm in Tron. This is awesome. I want to stay here forever. Eat
Oh,
pizza,
yeah.
play Mortal Kombat 2, and laser tag for the rest of my life, dude.
I used to love that Qzar. We went to Gatlinburg and Knoxville and played Qzar up there. Went to Knoxville and we destroyed a birthday party. And they're like, has anybody ever played before? And it was like me and a whole bunch of other people, and we were like considered regulars, and we'd go there. And they would let us in for free. Probably one of the reasons Qzar went away here. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, we'll be in there playing video games. Like, this match is lopsided. You want to go jump on the losing team? And we'll get the losing team to winning. They're like, hey, switch teams. And they'll throw us on the other team. It's like, you never have to pay any money.
You're up
Go
there.
there, get free
goddamn-
drinks, free
Laser
games.
tag mercenaries.
You're like Paul Newman in The Hustler. You're hustling kids for like fucking free pizza or some shit for
Yeah.
quarters for the arcade. You're like, nah, man. I've never played laser tag in my life. You get in there, you're like, pew, 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 pew.
So we went to like Knoxville. And they're like, have you ever played? And we're like, no. And then we all got on the same team. And then the scoreboard only goes to a certain amount, and we rolled the scoreboard over. And
Oh,
then the marshal from the people who worked there came in and tried on the other team to help the other team. No, it didn't work. And then we still beat them up. And then we got back to Huntsville and we went to Qzar. And they're like, we heard what y'all did. And they're like, you rolled a scoreboard on the marshals and destroyed a birthday party. We're like, yep.
Yep.
We had fun, though.
We did that.
There was
All
a
right,
space,
guys.
and there was a space in the Huntsville Qzar that like I could hide behind these 3 pillars, and no one would see me there. But I had access to the base from the outside, and I could hit the fucking target in there, and I would just like pew, pew. And then we had that really shitty one called Streamers. I don't know if anybody
Oh,
remembers
yeah.
that one. And
It was over there by where Discovery Zone was, wasn't it?
yeah, right over there. And they was separated though. Like Qzar, you were like it was free range, right? You could go
Yeah.
wherever. But in that one, you had to be on one side. I remember at one of my buddy George's birthday parties, we like decided like let's fucking take them, and we like jumped over the wall, and all of our guns went from red to green, and we were all like, "What just happened?" And then we all got hit by our own fucking people. I remember that. That was pretty fucking fun. Then one time we went to a band trip. Jelani, I don't know if you did this. I know you were on the trip, but when we went to San Antonio, We went to that Six Flags, Fiesta
Yeah.
Six Flags, right?
Yeah.
They had a 3-story fucking laser tag there.
Really?
Oh my God.
didn't
We
see
stayed
that.
in there most of the day, dude. It was fucking great, dude.
I didn't
3
do that.
stories of laser tag. That shit. Oh, that was dope as fuck, man.
I worry they had that, man. I really. Oh man.
Let's get on eBay right now and buy some shitty vintage 1986 fucking laser tag things and all get together and play.
It won't fit us though.
Gotta
We'll
see
try to
that.
get that
Bro, like they're like super tight and fat rolling over it.
God.
Dude, that's so fucking funny, dude. That's
Yeah,
a bit to fucking film, dude.
It'll be a bra
Gotta do
now,
it.
like goddamn chest piece.
You gotta have the straps and everything, man.
We were into it though,
Those
because if you
straps,
read
the
comics in the
helmet.
80s like I did, they had those little comic advertisements, right? Of the dude like
Mhm.
waiting, you know, and he got hit by his friend. Oh, betrayal. Bruh. Good
Right.
stuff.
It's nice, man.
God damn it.
Like I said, man,
Now I want to go play some laser tag, man.
God.
We need drunk adult laser tag. We have that in town. I think they have it at one like Stars and Strikes or some shit like
Stars
that.
and Strikes thing
Yeah,
has laser
I
I
think
tag.
they
think they
do.
might have
Let's go get shit faced and go play laser tag. Fable, come on.
I'm
How much does it
jumping
cost
on
to
the
fly you
next-
down here?
Yeah, I'm jumping on the next Greyhound. don't
We'll
worry,
crowdfund that shit, man.
Do it. Well, guys, it's like I said, it's been fun. I'm gonna end the stream here. We're gonna talk about a few more things in the future, of course. Hopefully, I get all of you again. We'll do another, probably just a show and tell bullshit session like this. This was a lot of fun to me, and we'll start at the bottom. Robbie, what you got to promote, man? What do you want to talk about? And thank you for being here.
Oh, of course, man. This is always fun. I got one more thing I want to show off because
You do?
Soundwave mentioned this, so I finally got this year. The
Yeah.
newer Fort Max, right? And I didn't get it when it originally came out.
Nice.
I did finally get it, and this is like literally like one of the biggest fucking toys I've ever bought. I don't know what to do with it, and I didn't have to pay much because
you
our
molested.
distributor sent it super damaged, so I got it at a really good price. I haven't even put the stickers on. I'm kind of intimidated by this thing, and my distributor is also putting Scorponok back out, so I'm going to finally get that one too.
Got to get that one.
Oh, yeah.
So
Hell
I'm
yeah.
excited to finally have Fort Max. But no, coming up here, what we got? See, Sunday I'll be on Blood Splatter Chatter as we talk about Masters of Horror episodes 1 and 2. That's the Don Coscarelli and the Stuart Gordon episodes. Incident on and off Mountain Road and Dreams at Witch House. And then Monday night is our 7th annual Festivus stream. Join us for the erecting of the PCP Festivus poll, the airing of our 2024 grievances, and declaring our feats of strength. It's always a fun time. So join us Monday night, 8 p.m. Central Time.
Thank you so much, Robbie, for being here. Really appreciate that, man. Soundwave, you got anything you want to promote?
Not really. You can subscribe to my channel, Soundwave8084 on YouTube, or follow me on Instagram at Soundwave_8084_reviews. But no, if I start feeling a little bit better, I'll try to do more reviews. But otherwise, I haven't really done much since last week.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing it while you weren't feeling well. Really appreciate you, man. You're an awesome dude. And I'm glad anytime I ask you to be here, you're here. I really like that. You know,
I got nothing else to do.
Fair enough. Unlike other people that I know.
And major respect for buying more than one Sharktacon back there,
Well done.
dude. You
Hell
got,
yeah, dude.
I saw him back there. Yeah, dude.
They are
I got like 3 more in there in my other room.
Hell yeah,
If you're
dude.
gonna army
I have
build,
some Cyberverse
that's
ones
something
and
to
Like I
some
said-
Titan Returns ones. So
That's why every time a vintage foot soldier comes through, I'll buy it. I was like,
yeah.
let's just fucking do it, man.
I still have a Sharktacon in the box in there, and I found 3 sweeps I had sitting in boxes, and I sold one, gave one away to somebody else, and then I got one still sitting in a box. Then I have 2 other sweeps in the tub, and I have like 3 of them up there.
Did you say in the tub?
All the complaining we all did, by the way.
No, I
All the
took bags with them.
Fable like alluded to this, but all the complaining all of us did about the toy industry today, we're the reason why it happens.
It's true.
That's right.
Very true. It is
Because
us.
we're marks.
That's right. Oh yeah, and did you want to show off anything else?
Hey, anybody looking for a breakdown? Everybody's looking for this StunnerCon breakdown.
I haven't seen him.
No, he's like
I
like
don't
the
know
hard
the
one to
Stunticon.
find in the Stunticons.
Really?
I had 3 of them, but I sold 1 and then I have 2.
Okay.
I ain't got anything really
I
sort
might end
of.
up getting a
This
Stunticon.
motherfucker's like Uncle Scrooge when it comes to Transformer figures, man.
Well, he's on the pegs in Decatur Walmart like last year.
He goes and dives. You dive, you got a vault full of them, you just swim in them.
He's like,
Well,
this one.
I
For the
mean-
combiners, I feel the need to at least buy 2, so you can have a combined mode and you can have the individual robot.
That's
But
true.
really, you need 3 so you can do car mode, robot mode, combined mode. But that costs too much.
Woo. It actually does.
And then once you get enough figures, you'll have a bin. Trust me.
I got 3 bins in there.
I have
You'll
like
get a
12
bin.
bins that are in my garage right
Yeah,
now.
you got tons.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
got a
lot.
few bins too, man. In fact,
It's a
the podium that I sit my comics on when I do my comic book review is 2 bins stacked on top of each other. That's just filled with one of them's filled with like McDonald toys from the fucking 80s and 90s. The whole goddamn bin.
I love
man.
it. I love
You have
it.
the Mario ones?
Yeah, you know I got the Mario ones, man.
Of course he does.
You got the transforming food ones. Those are the
The
best.
changeables, yeah, I
Yeah,
got
of course
some.
it
They're
does.
in my. I got the cheeseburger, the fries, and the vanilla ice cream
Those are the
cone
best, bro.
right there, man. Hell
Those are
yeah,
the best.
and not the ones that turn into the dinosaurs because those
No,
are
no, not
bullshits,
those.
man.
No. Yeah.
And I got all 4 of the Fraggle Rock ones, some of my favorites. The Tiny Toons ones that like flip
Yeah.
over and
Fraggle
shit.
Rock. Come on, man. Stop it. I'm talking about
Oh,
Oh yeah, hold on, guys.
Who put out the Muppet Babies? Was that McDonald's?
Probably.
Yeah.
I
I
think
used
they
to have a whole
do.
bunch of those.
Yeah.
I
I
think
forgot
those ones
about
had like the Muppets, the babies. You could take them out of the vehicle, so you could
Yeah.
have like a figure and a vehicle.
Fuck a little bit more. There's the cheeseburger changeable, and there's the fries. Right. Of course, they turn into little robots. There's the ice cream cone one.
Come on.
Talking about Batman Begins or
Hold
Batman Returns.
Hold on,
Y'all remember
shit.
this?
Mm,
Y'all remember
Yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then the best thing McDonald's ever did, Mac Tonight, y'all. I got a
Yeah.
whole
Oh,
bunch
yeah.
of those dudes.
Every player
I got a whole
is
bunch
a
of those.
winner
Yo, do you
at McDonald's.
can you believe that a Happy Meal in 1985 was $2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
And they came with those freaking good ass toys.
Mhm.
And now they can't even make a toy to save their life.
Nope.
And the Happy Meal's like $6 almost.
There's the cheeseburger
on.
guy.
Jesus.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
It's so stupid.
I cannot believe it.
It's so
You have
stupid,
those.
man.
No, it's awesome, bro.
It's
It's
the thing
awesome.
you have, man. That's the thing you have.
Oh yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for being here too, man. But yeah, Fable, thanks, man.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
bro.
anything you want to promote or to show off before we say bye?
Well, before I go, I'll show off another little car pickup I did. I got the Back to the Future
Nice.
mini DeLoreans here, one from each movie. So that's pretty cool. Um, I'll
Now
be
you got to
on,
get the train, man. When they
Yeah,
put the
you
train
gotta
out.
do the time train.
Oh man,
Yeah,
they
gotta make
should
that.
put the train. Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be on Masters of Horror, Blood Splatter Chatter tomorrow as well. As a matter of fact, I just started watching the first episode here, so I got to finish that up. Right now we're on sort of a hiatus, for the holidays and stuff.
Mhm.
But when we come back, we're gonna do our Comics Curing Cancer, our C3 makeup show. We couldn't do Comics Curing Cancer this year because of personal stuff that happened. But we'll be doing that sometime in January. Doing a prize wheel and putting a bunch of packages together for people that donate to the American Cancer Society. So look out for that in January, man.
Okay.
The all different Blame Fable show, C3 makeup show, man.
Good deal, man. Thank you so much for being here. And fuck cancer. That's right.
Yeah.
And station, brother.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. And Brooksy, you got anything else you want to show off? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I got 2 more guys from my theme. One is, of course, Mr. T
Yeah.
from the Masters of the WWE. I guess it's the only Masters of the WWE figure I have.
That's
Same.
an awesome figure.
Yeah, I love him. He's got his gauntlets, Jibber and Jabber.
Yes. Jump, jump.
And
Is that like a
Pretty
Fisto kind of crossover?
yeah, he's got like a Fisto and a Jitsu gauntlet.
Yeah. He's got them both.
And last is, of course, this guy, Chuck Norris, Karate
Chuck
Commando.
Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
You did a real life theme thing.
Yeah,
I
we
love
have Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris. Man. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, these are all the ones I can think of right now. I might have a couple more, but like these were the main like real life guys figures that I could find. So
Good job.
That's awesome.
I'm proud of you, Brooks. You came with a theme. You came correct. Yeah, well
Pat
done.
myself on the
Well
back.
done, sir. That's why you're the
I
talent.
like to put forth a little extra effort.
Yeah.
I want to try it sometime.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's what it is, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the partner. Thank you for running the show, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
And
we
of
love
course-
figures.
Yeah, it figures, man. And for my final thought, I got my
Oh,
L-Source.
Damn.
I got this L-Source. It's the same size as the freaking T-Rexes that I got. So now I have 3 gigantic freaking
God,
dinosaurs that I've always wanted. I've always wanted this thing.
Is that a Jurassic Park thing?
It's a Jurassic Park Chaos Theory, the TV
Okay.
show that was on Netflix.
I got you.
Apparently, this is the L-Source from that. It opens. It doesn't scream or make any noises, which is fine. But you can still put like things in it, and it comes out of its belly. I was super excited, man. It's just like the T-Rexes that I got, and I'm very it came in the mail yesterday. I forgot I'd ordered it because Walmart was selling them for like it was like $30 or $20. They were $20 for these.
$20? That's a
Yeah.
steal. For
That was
something
good.
that big?
They're sold out and they're huge. Yeah, it was huge.
Because nobody cares about the Allosaurus, man.
Look at the Allosaurus though. I care about the Allosaurus if the Allosaurus looks like this. And her name is Betty because I'm Al and she's Betty. Allosaurus. See, that's a joke. I did it. Good times. Anyway.
You did it.
Ha!
Hey, no
Hey,
one did
real quick, Jelani, since Brooks was questioning me, I just went back to my set. There's one of the Mario 3 ones I have.
Oh, I had that too. Hold
Green
on.
Mario.
Keep that up there. Hold
Yeah,
on. Keep
and
that
then
up there.
yeah, look at that.
I had that. That's the clown. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man,
And then
that's like old Mario.
Oh,
That's like
yeah, I had that.
1985.
let's go further back in time. Here's one of my favorites that I have. It's the Officer Mac.
Yeah.
the police
Yeah,
car.
that's old. I had
Yep.
that too.
But let us not forget the greatest character from the McDonald's canon. It's Mayor McCheese.
Mayor McCheese.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Like he's the absolute best character is Mayor McCheese. So.
I don't know. I like Mac
Oh,
tonight, bro.
And one of my
Mac
favorite things
Tonight.
I got all year long because I got it for free. I had to go watch that fucking third Venom movie.
Venom.
So I went and did that for Jim Mint to do a show with him, and they gave me this like little free little fucking Venom with a twisty tongue.
Nice.
It's like a cord. It's a cord organizer. I guess you're supposed to wrap this around. I don't know. I just think it's a cute little Venom
It is.
with the
It
tongue.
is. That's pretty cool.
So I got to watch a shitty movie, and I got this for free.
The
So
merch is
that was
better
cool.
than the movie, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen,
So
give
I
them
do
all-
think it's one of the. I think it's the best Venom movie. So there you go.
Well, you don't have to worry about those Sony movies anymore, man.
They're
They're
done.
gone. Deuces.
Craven's
Thank
the
you.
last one.
Yeah, they've announced
Yeah.
Craven's the last one because
Craven-
it made
y'all watch it?
nothing. But don't worry, Sony will have another bad idea very soon.
Yeah. I mean, did anyone watch it? Did
You can
anyone
count
care
on
about it?
that.
I didn't watch it, man.
No, no one should. It was just really
I
sad.
won't buy that for $1.
No,
I didn't watch Madam Web. I didn't. Maybe we're the problem. You know, maybe those movies are
Yeah.
genius and nobody knows because nobody watched it.
I stopped at Venom. The second the first Venom came out, and I went to the actual
Me too.
theater, paid money to see it.
I've watched all three of the Venoms, but I never saw like
Nope.
Morbius or.
Nope.
But here's the thing: Sony just keep making animated films. Maybe like
Yeah, do Across the
Yeah.
Spider Verse.
maybe that's your
Keep doing
fucking
Spider Verse shit.
yeah.
Just do
Well,
that.
don't
You're good
do
at
that
that.
to death like Marvel Comics is doing right now,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Because Marvel's out of ideas. Their big event next summer is Venomverse versus Spider-Verse, and I'm like, get Jesus.
Ew.
There's a Venom verse.
There's been a Venomverse, brother.
Venom.
Where there's a Spider-Verse, there's a Venomverse. Just wait for Carnageverse, man. I'm sure it's coming right behind the fucking
God.
bin, dude. Gwenverse, they've done that shit. Like it's all over the place, man.
It's just gonna be
Animated
sick.
might be the way to go with a lot of these properties, to be honest with you. The
Yeah.
live action stuff it's cool, but they're like I don't know.
They're
It's
doing too much, man.
yeah. So
Way
and
too
with
much.
animated, you can get away with so much more.
Are we about to have a
you know?
switch of how it's been for the last like 15 years where like Marvel now should go into animation because that's what they can do better, and DC's going to excel at live action now?
I hope so,
Right?
'cause that
Maybe.
Superman movie looks dope.
Somebody
That
was
Superman
talking
trailer.
about-
Woo!
Other
somebody
than
was
that
talking
costume,
today.
his costume's trash, but that crypto, woo!
Oh yeah, I saw
Fine.
the new
Costume's
trailer with
fine.
crypto in it.
Yeah,
It's pretty awesome.
I like it. I like it. So, yep, guys, this is it. This is our stream, Christmas special, holiday time. Enjoy your loved ones and your family. Hopefully, you get lots of good cheer, lots of good times. This year has been trash for me, except for this channel. Thank you guys for everything that you've done this year. I'd like to put a special thanks out to Manny, who did our thumbnails for a long time. He's busy doing other things now, but we really appreciate you, dude. Thank you guys so much. The contributors to this show, Richard C. Thank you again for a lot of the stuff that you've given us. Most of the things that we reviewed on the channel do really well because you found them before everyone else. So I thank you for that. Thank you, Robbie, for providing figures that we have purchased at your store to get things together and move the coils as well.
And also, I let you borrow my vintage figures when you need them for a video too. So
yeah, that too. The vintage stuff. I should have asked you for more of those as we did more Motu stuff, but I forgot halfway through, and I was like, I'm not you.
It is my most impressive toy collection, though. It's my most.
Yes. Did you get back your Dracula? Because I gave your Dracula to one of
I got the Dracula back.
Your minions. Good. And let's see. I was trying to thank someone else. I forgot. Well, there's so many of the people to thank. Thank everyone for watching. Thank you so much for being here. It was a small crowd, but it's going to be a small crowd because I don't have normal Saturday streams. I'm so glad everyone showed up that did. We really appreciate you. Of course, I'm going to say hi to Tacky. And of course, he likes Grimace. And Bobby De La is there as well.
Nothing can stop the Grimace.
Nothing can stop the Grimace. Technically, the Grimace is my favorite because he looked like a big pillow. I don't know.
Originally he had like 4 or 6 arms, right? Originally he had like 4 arms. He was meant to be like a bad guy. He was a villain.
Really?
Grimace was. Yeah, when he was first introduced, he was a gremlin like Hamburglar.
Like Hamburglar?
Why do I know too much about the McDonald's fucking food land?
Because you have all their toys,
bro.
You have all of their toys.
My mom worked at McDonald's when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I was just like, my mom's the coolest, man. She works at McDonald's where they make chicken
You were
McNuggets.
just getting toys, man. You were getting toys. So yeah, guys, we really appreciate you out there. Like, share, subscribe. Watch our house. Watch my house tour. We got 3 parts now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, watch all 69 parts of Jelani's house tour.
That's right. Each section it takes you to another section. It's awesome. It's awesome. Just dropped it. And of course, guys, always get out there and go figure.